mimi hunu so fire service adwuma ye ntia meka heat bath ye che pe una odi kakra be mumbu amoni so kwabno je si asemsi e che unu ebu aburuchira asemsi na se unu ebu aburuchira wa woti ha no ye mfre wo ye betwa ho ne yakọ ne afre na ncha
right. So last chance travel and tour
yeah kwabna
more package and I say offer mo e de mo manfo ne ye say
kwabna ye offer say ye wo gidigidi pa na ye Canada a 3 years working permit 1 year accommodation now visa na 5 years kwabna die wo munye nkata wo de be yebetime secure the amount no 3 years ebe ma ho kwai am wa ya adwuma wo Canada 3 years no so ye renewal baby a obeda ya accommodation no so 1 year ene ye de be ma ho afi ba ko ena obenya ena afei visa na nkasa ade be ko no ye secure 5 years visa edema obi a onim last chance track record be 3 years ni nyina enim se baby a nyame adom ye fa ne hye aye Canada unya working permit accommodation na visa no so 5 years sanso ne wo New Zealand enso hono mo a eno so adwuma eka ho New Zealand eno so 2 years working permit ana mo nim ye nyina enim se oba Poland, Portugal, Estonia so last chance ye adwuma eno so obenya working permit accommodation na visa no so aye your friend say 2 years eno aye last chance ha na adwuma etie etunya working permit accommodation no na visa no so ye ho adwuma e dia mam omo ye mason for carpenter, electrician, tiler so wa co school so unco school last chance ena wo so wo ba kwabena ye number no 0543
0543
56 59 68 0543 56 59 68 enu ye kumase for number eno mo akra no nso omo mfre 0553 98 52 31 0553 98 52 31 eno last chance akra number no kumase ya wo Kenya ase duase ofro Kenya ase ka catch driver na mate no so onso page 4 and almost some more crown and so obenya kawo Gimpa Achimota Road no so for kawo friends Achimota New Station also obesi wo Kisiman Junction ni asoro na friend pure fire no and ebe ho and ho na last chance wo pay ya ye wo na kwabena ye de ni say ye no be ye adwuma utua half me kwa kwabena
metua half
te say Canada ye gi 70,000 di kwabena me be ye Canada visa amount 70,000 me catch us for 10,000 bra for na say me gis Canada
isele ba ko no ntumi nye
sanity but kwabena me ye adwuma ye 70,000 amawa utua half ye agreement wa be sign agreement no kenka mu nyina asem wo nyina ne say ye ntimi anye wa adwuma ba ju sika Asembia ni achiri kwabena etu so ba last chance enu ntina kwabena meka se ye nyina kwa ho no akwa chete wo se di mobile money bra office be share 101 eni emedi nkomo so ho be so a ye no be ka ho so a ye no be ka utua sika na hwe so be sign agreement no na be ju receipt agreement no wom say ye ntimi anya wadwuma last chance for ye ntimi anya kwabena beju sika ye ni ye track record bebrebe kwabena say ye adwuma no na bia Canada ye de 7 months na ye na say epa ho ko 8 months na wo so ntimi biemu a bra beju sika problem ye nim yes omo munim ye nyina
so mame muza sa me mabam ho me pese mo de metu kwan dia be na me nya like me ma ho boa me nya mo betima boa me
kwabena de hia say wo passport ye tu kwan owo Ghana card anyema hu hia kese eye o passport na o Ghana card
na me ni bie
oni bia koye bie ho ye nya passport ho visa hu adwuma na kwabena ye
tinje se bia maiska ni anya passport ma o de dabi oba no fa o passport no Ghana card ba
o de kwabena o da yeso so betu kwa na wo nya o passport ato
enti abro so kra ye sei
kwabena ye no Canada no abro so kra 7 months na ewie eno so 70,000 700 million titika no ubetua half 35 ni assign agreement na for ya start with adwuma the amount
o se ehin na mutim dia
Canada adwuma ka ho o se kwabna ya adwuma ya chem tu ya obaabi adwuma ka ho ene ya obaabi adwuma nka ho
o kwa kodu na wo tu kwai kodu a wa wasem
ya ni wawie kwabna countries ya benya adwuma ka ho no e Canada, New Zealand, Estonia, Portugal, Singapore, Turkey, Qatar and Dubai.
Okay.
Canada, New Zealand, Estonia, Portugal, Poland, Singapore, Turkey, Qatar and Dubai. Kwabna sa countries wey dey over last chance ye benya adwuma enya baabi abeda e di amount.
Okay.
Ye benya adwuma enya baabi abeda e di amount.
Okodu ho na mapa adwuma na ma no and secure job.
Ye benya ni nyina wa ha na o job offer letter ne ba kwabna ye di amount. Enti wo ba na ye job passport pictures wo pa di adwuma ka on ye CV ma ana wo CV ana o di aba. Who CV now?
Number no any baby am won biu.
Okay, your number no Kumasi de no 0543 56 59 68 0543 56 59 68 and Accra 0553 98 52 31 0553 98 52 31 Edina your last chance travel and tour. Kwabna ye ntimi anyu adwuma for passport akomana na nete untimi ntukwa biem.
Say
yes, oba last chance na ye ntimi anyu adwuma ma wa. Oda ye so obetukwa no apem.
Adansi dia wo ho
kwabna fa me yi amanfo hyebre ne kutami kwabna. Mina mwa kwabna amanfo hyebre
sese wada ne Nyankopon
sese die Nyankopon amanfo hyebre ene kuta
so mama dansi die na be ma amanfo a omutie ne mo hwe no age atum se last chance travel and tour omo edomo ho ebedbo mo a mo betimi edomo tu kwan na se wona di so de hunu so betimi akopia amanfo nkroso no eno ebetu na video the telephone numbers no ene baby a mo wo no ebiu enso e de atodwa ansana me no aba be yukrabusha for last chance travel and tour ene no mudi nkon the new kid on the block o mama baka ya boafo no ho no amanfo passport nkwan ne kra sa no
abna.
We do things with 2 coin per because the passport
we visa way me started a visa way for na ntokwa bibribi
na wajimano
we Cuba visa kwabna amanfo bebusa me say Cuba dey omo kwaye dey Cuba kwabna ship cruises and me no check here na new one omo dey send here ori pakwe ma keno abusumi ni nyina 35,000 Ghana cedis. You make $31 per hour for 6 hours.
Ship cruise in here.
Kwabna ship cruise no. Ship kesi na. Ya party wom, ya ji ni. Wom no. Enu adwuma na wokoye.
Oh, okay.
Eda meba omo modi ka kwabna meba be show ni nyina video no. Ama manfo ho. Kwabna we ya visa. Ya kwabna ya visa ni wi aye de ma. Yama we do so ne se we na enanu me kwaje baaye. Yes, ya kwabna ya nye visa wo Ghana ha. Me nyem adwuma wo Ghana ha.
Kwabna visa.
Yes, yenye adwuma wo Ghana ha.
Okay. So
your number is 0543 56 59 68 0543 56 59 68 0543 56 59 68 Kwabna we so Austria visa. Yes.
But am wona bi na yenwie next.
Me pa cho ye wo Kenya Siduase page 4. Ofro Kenya Azika wo Dr. Mensam ana airport run about a ho na abehu ye ofro Kenya Azika wo su besi wo page 4 ana afi Accra ye wo Kisiman Junction Gempa Achimota Road Kisiman Junction Gempa Achimota Road e wo Accra eno so number no 0553 98 52 31 0553 98 52 31 and have kwabno mo pe Cuba and Mexico no Cuba and Mexico no and so mo frame me personal line no and 0248 79 78 22 0248 79 78 22. I'm who's all quabrutu the quabram why come on.
Anyway, last chance travel and tour and on pay minimum edin common on Mondays be abate say more transnia bon como edio no me pa cho abon on so po bit dunimiensa and check the worker tell some no eba OBD.
You cannot crack these crackers. It is too hard to crack. Wontumi spell amenchere. Wontumi TV and Wontumi radio. If you can't beat them, you better join them.
Dini kama na uko sorry
anya nyame adwe na uko sorry uko sorry me ko sorry pa na
so for say
so for asma o kan ni say ye momode o say so
for say na odidi enu say na nya oda na
ye bede na ne yakoba ne say weekend ya so ye district quiz ma ye di nkunim and ye di nkunim sa na che sa akwa akoba say eniji aba nti the whole district na say joy ebuakwa makro nti na kofu dia district ni na no na ye di nkunim nti na chese ma ni je sonko bai pa nti so for say young concentrate our bible mu pa na ya bibie bia no ye mfentua na mo because you see bible na beboa amanye ye bia nso no a guide am yetimi aye ni.
Okay, 20 Metie you said yes
pepe say radical
na Wontumi ni na dia na
say ayanokre enya hoden na obetumi di aye ese radiadom.
Okay ti radin komwa okay ya pon ahyem na mpija nsem fansa mesangus na memo pa
I see say
infino yanko
na usianfo ene just yaba ndie ni abantie na say aso milika ho na me shase da mo kata wo do dia bedwa so na no penity ni kon sisi ni kotodwe na beti na batwe na bakon ni na mposo ene ye de ebre etiefo ene anope se de eja ne ani mienu ma me shase nti me shase na me de daily graphic be shase na anope ma me mfa daily graphic en shase obd daily graphic and sembebre na daily graphic for mo confuse here wo mo de niam mienu papers mienu ana be dwaso na no pay papers mienu mo de be dwaso no ba konie na se boshe ba be adoma nko de ba ko aka no so kan ho
mentias you today's edition of daily graphic na mienu
sana 4th o share date na bo na on say 4th na daso
Monday July 4th 2022
ntinka boshe baba boy nso a na nko de ba ko no so aka ho
okay o de to aso ye sure so ohwehwe
o de ba ko no so aka ho anti you share daily graphic the book at anymore was say ECOWAS dwamtrani mampeni o de nijumedie abane wi say ECOWAS dwamtrani ana IMF intervention no we ko do pon kruma kasafa IMF na o my Ghana ye kono ho ana wo kire die ntia e mo my Ghana ye kono ho ana afen so no Apostle Eric nyameche enso e kasafa ho se o my Ghana ye hia akaye woni a obeti wo ho righteous not churches.
Ghana needs righteousness,
not churches. Nti ehia aye se yebedi ehunimum ni abokronkron bra enye akanie ana se ensafo na se nsori mum nti ye momodin se ye bebomodin na chese yedi ehuni na yabokronkron bra ano so ade a daily graphic the bokata no ade aba na nka boshe nya ba ko no ka ho maame a nka no so wasem eda ni mu nti eno na menti ase se daily graphic na no pay say yanko adwa na yanko ata emienu nti boshe ba enya ba ko na aka no so a ode beto so
and my for Ghanaian Times the Bokrata no ento aso na anopay Ghanaian Times hwe krata ne manoma amai penifo ene de anim hosa na Ghana mampeni na ado na ECOWAS abedwoku no na oye dwamtenani eno na anopay krata fe to so dunsia no chese sisi ade o mampeni ede de bre nyina abewie ye nti wa hand over ede ama Guinea Bissau mampeni enti eno no de eno ede ha sei ena afa World Bank so ena Ghana ba se Gamma project bia empenifo guso a won mo ye no ma yade pa World Bank o chese o ma Ghana empenifo mo ene yo anopay ensembe brenua ena Ghanaian Times the Bokrata no ede abantu de jibi na de ekwo nyina wakoyo mamba no pa no hwe de AC Echo
yo ma menhwe sembetimene Dr. George Twineboa Edin Komo a senior lecturer School of Business University of Cape Coast Mezeno Monkomo Emra. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Na wona mo yede
we go ko na nso
na me na do me yesu ho ye te wonka na ache
All right.
First, Mami Musa the preoccupy when you heard say Ghana take a decision you engage IMF.
Blind breaking that kind of girl.
Okay, yes I say. Great. Mami Nika Musa say were you surprised or you were expecting it? Say and you better as near Dinko say Ghana. I might know Asha say the International Monetary Fund Dinko Asha and one bet me at the other way and number bia. Yato to a minor aba abedrunti.
I remember when that say, I mean, for a conya so in cheer, but if for I mean, cheer me come for us and tell him a sanka phone so. And said the old canon, nothing and catch it. A Jumanayana, a DSD clear. Inky, and the permanent rubber, yeah, by studio and I have been commodity. And any moment, no question, I'll be some idea. Said the Biana me, no, yeah, war. And never go over Obia said the Obana against all kind of cray, and I said, all kind of assem said the Etibia, over said the Etia, Obitimiaka. The Dicano, and young one will be brave, said the Matiosi here, idiot, I young one. Ghana, baby, a Yaku Bruno. The being here, IMF, and more. Dear Emmanuel, one, I say, no cremupano. And near ma, a buying a digu of Quamusa or Bayeno. The Biana mechanic say, or one of whom modern say, obey. Name Ed Dania, and Wadia, Ubia, Yabi. Inti ya nanka otobo na obi a obetumi aboa obi a obetumi amana bamubi a obeboa wo amwaye ne yie no nka wo hwehwe no nanka wo boa wo a nka mimi mom fa ne senfiti ase na no nka bibia nsi akwan senka ye ne IMF obedinsa oso nanka e program sa e pese ye policy e pese implement ni nyina no nka ye no ma di hon komo na nkoma ga ede yen am yetini aye ni ye na obi hu se IMF no eya de bone eno ne bia etiri ye bekasa ho but mimi ni se ye wo mo country rest directors o mo ha brand bia no eno mu di ensa oso but ebi ana yamfa ye ho nkɔhye wo mo nsɛm sɛ de ebi mo ɛka no nti ye try see enya ebeye ye nema ekwan a yen ye fa so eye no na mu bedru ba bia ejiri si yentimi nye ne yi a na yentimi nya ne sɛ de efese ye ya na nka ya ko mo ho afa akɔgye emwa nti mimi momo de from this standpoint and our perspective no enya de a eye no wa because eye ade a sɛ ye de bia na mum adwen a enipa bi ewo fa ho ene nsɛm a sebio yakeka afa IMF ene World Bank ho emre bi a twam no eno ne mum ne bemma obi adwene sɛ ensese yekɔ IMF for ekɔgye emwa ifri de da nyina ifri 1944 IMF ne World Bank ebaaye ebesi ne no IMF ne World Bank no eboa enkuru amaman abra oman bia ehia mwa yo ne papa mu pa no senko obi kyerɛkyerɛ mu yie no aka ne sɛ de ɛsɛ sɛ wɔka enka IMF no sɛ bio onye kakai ana sɛ de okunkum enipa enti obi kɔ ne hɔ a nanka ne yam akɔhyehyɛ no enka ne so mfa so pa nka wone so ɛyɛ sɛ ɔboaboa ma aman etimi edi yie aman no ensem anase wo mu sikasem ene wo mu policies bia wo mu pese wo mu implement ekwan a IMF ne befa so wo mbebo wo bia no enka dwuma nka IMF no nka wo mu ye no no mo mu die do bisame be bia me free ba no wo bisame sa question we ya ka meka se enye me wanwa die bia ebema na ye obi nwanwa eye se de medi kan ne nsema ye kafa
afa ho
efa omo ene ebia aban nyina so a odiye policies bi ene exceptional o create an impression o create in the minds of Ghanaians ɛma ne kɔyɛ sɛ aban no betumi ayɛ ne biribiara nti ɔnhia IMF nsɛm no a mo a mo nim bi sɛdeɛ yɛka fa ho efiri 2015 a ɔmampanin dada John Mahama ɛkɔgye the extended credit facility 3-year agreement with the IMF I found the man close to $1 billion. The Biamaka says, and Northern be brave. But yeah, na and yes, you can kwana or mining here. Minimum may be a financial advice, another economic advice, technical support, any capacity development in the Adibia, a better Pesican one. Obi crabby to me a quarter on Pesca, or when Sika or Peso or day, a my name or lucky, it be a policy. Credible policies. Any other day, I will be here the intervention or the support of the IMF. Inti, me funny say, and yet, Sikano, if you saw a Casayukrano, minim Sikadoa, a binary call IMF, and I say, a dear Cotia, or IMF for Afakubisa, name no, a generate confusion in the public space. Because of Ensemwa and I can't find maybe a trim. That can find IMF. And no idea a hammer. The beer may catch them for me can't already use any TV to say IMF no said ye painty or mono a manakoye at the bonnet. Name Momka IMF dear. Ubia him say we are seeing as we speak 190 countries and they are members. We are seeing in our courts nasty. No person almost strengthen the international financial architecture. And almost yes, the increases our bodies we saying. So the bear a beboa ama a mind can be a timia coso. A timia boa na boa ama or may be a timia achieve sustainable growth and development. In Tisenka, what kind of crepa the air? I am a finger at the bonnet as will be corner horse with Yamwa and no stress. Ọban no wafeeli anaasɛ ebi a aban na anya ne nneɛma yie na mmom sɛ wohwɛ ebi a yɛn nsɛm a yɛakeka yɛbosia a yɛagye yɛnwuma a yɛde sika yi ɛyɛ na ɛma obi nso adwene asan akɔyɛ ne sɛ sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no deɛ saa na naano deɛ no nso ɛbɛyɛ ɛno ne yɛ problem a ebi a yɛka sɛ yɛka ne yie a yɛbɛtumi agyina so ɛde aka ama obiara te aseɛ sɛ sɛ ɛyɛ sika na yɛkɔpa a ɛkwan yɛ bɛfa so a yɛbɛyi sika no koraa dodoɔ sɛn because sɛ naa ne yɛagyegye bosea bebree a yɛde ayɛ yɛ nnwuma bebree dodoɔ no antumi mmoa ma ɔman no mfiri ɔhaw a na ɛwɔ mu obi bɛka covid obi bɛka Russia Ukraine obi bɛka but de biara no deɛ memeka no yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ dɛn a global issue bi bɛwɔ hɔ a ɛbɛtumi affect country but sɛ wototo nneɛma yie na woyɛ nneɛma sɛdeɛ ɛbɛboa ama amanfoɔ adi yie a yɛ na ɔhaw a ɛba wo so no yɛ na ɛwɔ fam kakra nti ɛhɔ ne mmom na ebi a politicians anaa bi ɔmo propagate ebi a falsehood ɛne nka ne sɛ bi a propaganda no ebi a ɔmo bɛtumi agyina so na ɔmo de aka but mmemme mmom deɛ from economic or finance standpoint, you know, we did say and yet an among bonnet and a beer anchor abino A2. No more quiet breakfast soa, the best ye, the bay ye, amana ye, now buama gana a free or how be a woman, and only a dear, a beer, may mess say, think I buy and share. We better conditionalities. To be a better say, yeah, call I am going on. Then ya, or mobile.
And she say, "Yeah, I'm the better to who am I?"
And she say, "Yeah, I'm the better to who am I?" The Biara me catch that in school for so called a 2015 bailout in the more, and the can't say the standard credit facility arrangement near 3 years, spared the money $990 million. Documents now prepare on this credit facility in 125 pages. The Biamaka school for so among compound. No one said a name. No one fan to a Nema is 1983. Economic Recovery Program Ghana SKT in 1983. Our day Structural Adjustment Program so ABC 1989. on fan to ho no one head difference a wom de ya na ka ko ni nyina se wo yare na wo ko e bi a pharmacy shop and a chemical store so koto edura ona wo kan yare a wo yare no e kire ni pakro no ana se bi a ko hospital kra na ona be kan yare a wo yare no me aye o that test na e bi a kire se e sei ni na kire ni sei na obi hi intimi hunu se obi tie na ya ni akoma no ye fono keka eduro de ni tie na ya no ye ma ni tiare eduro na de na ye fono keka no ye ma na ye fono keka eduro isa okọ IMF akọka sɛ mitimi agigi sika ne mo mitimi nhwɛ sika ne so yie ana mitimi edi sika ne yie a IMF no bɛtrɛw ɛkwan a wobɛfa so a wobɛtumi edi sika no ama na boa wo akyɛn sɛ deɛ wodi no dada no nti sɛ wokɔ ne hɔ na sɛ wɔ mmoa wo utie ɔya na sɛ wokɔ na sɛ wantumi ammoa wo ama oti paeɛ na oti na ɛyɛ ɔya no ɛmfiri hɔ a ɛmfa so bɛn paa na yebenya afiri wo mo so nti sɛ wokɔ na akɔka sɛ mentimi nyigi sika ɛno nso wɔpɛ kwan a wɔbɛfa so aboa wo ama watumi agye sika ɔgye sika na waboa wo ama wadi sika ne yie ama ne di mpuntuo ne ahotɔ abrɛ wo manfo conditionality deɛ obiara nim sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛka bosiabɔ anaasɛ obi a ɔkɔ obi hɔ so ɔkɔgye afutuo biara nim sɛ nipa kro ne ka nsɛm bi kyerɛ no aso tini di saa afutuo ne so kra na ogidi sɛ afutuo no nko a ebetumi ayɛ biribi aboa no to ama osika kra afutuo ne yɛ sɛ ɔde nneɛma bi obie wani wani abebi ho na sɛ wokɔ so na odi saa nneɛma no ɛso a aboa wo ama wɔn tokeɛ akɔyi ama wo ɛmfa sika ho bebree nti na meka financial policy advice ana technical support a ya dia obiara nim sɛ IMF ne World Bank provide so mama uskeo omo ama uskeo eyade a omo beye ubetimi akọ omo ho no akọka kire omo se omo nye saa de we ma wo nti ohene ba se obisa me gidi se eyade a ehise ye me ye boa ema oman no ediye nti se IMF ba na sa aban no eye tintin treaty na de IMF ne be ka se ye nye no wantimi anya minimum me gidi se edo how for the prayer we see a juma any ade na so when is ka the best juma reporter na so mo tie juma no mu a ojiri so mo be juma mpo omo nya juma enti de especially we any yes so wo hwe ni padodo e bitimi aye juma a opese wo ye na wo do ma ye se juma no eso ba nfa so na onye ska na wa padodo agum untimi nka se wo fa ni juma wo a wo ni juma ye IMF ne ba no aka kire o se wafa nipa dodo a o mo ye adwuma sei yi nipa ni bi free ho se de be ma ho ahen ha o so sika udi no dos chance sika unya e den ya o be bobosia ya bo a se bi obi be ka se amene yen a eguso aye bo ni nyina aye se bosia na aye bo no emfa sika mai sika mai a entimi emmoa ma ye ntua adwuma efo mboka na afa bi aka ho ndino ana me kyerɛkyerɛ sɛ eba empanifo ebu anase ba ebu no brofo mu ɛyɛ sɛ cut your coat according to the size of your cloth. Meaning so you know about what in the mechanic ya ha ya ebu no edane no they say you know say don't cut your coat according to your size. Cut your coat according to the size of your cloth. Say, sika ubenya wata de na upese wo hye no ne kese ebe gina entoma wo ne so entoma na wo na ubita e de apam wata de na upese wo hye no entoma ni sha na wo pam atade ne kese a enye ye e je so pam atade no ketwa na timi afọ wo nka se meso ntime ko pam atade kese meanwhile what ontoma na wo de pam atade no isha eten at entoma wuhia obetimi apam wo so atade nti problem na ye wo no me mefa ne se de enye sika na ye ni no ne mo me kwan a ye fa so a ye spend sika no kakra bi kura ne binya e kwan a be fa so e be ye no me di se ɛno betumi aboa ama ɔman no etumi anya baabi pa egyina.
Right. So, my Musa, in the coming days, you bring a detailed explanation on why government is heading towards IMF and then what government expect the IMF to do for us as a country. But baby, we are say Abedru, of course, we are say for Nina and the Ghana baby Abedru. From where you sit as an economist, susu emu fi sɛ nneɛma bɛn ne nneɛma bɛn nti ɛna ama aban ɛkɔ hɔ na deɛ na aban bɛ susu anaasɛ osusu sɛ aban bɛ busa.
Okay, ahena ba meda ase. Nse medical aka IMF nneɛma mmiɛnsa na ɔmo yɛ. Ɛyɛ policy advice, financial assistance, and capacity development. Medical nso akyerɛ sɛ bi asɛ aban ne kasa wɔ kɔpɛ sika. The beer me kasa free there. Many fish can be bebree. The money in your bebree, no, yes, sir. Obia or Sadodo bit me aje a free funding them. Into your whole quota contributions are why no capacity, the obit me and the obit me and the other. Na a beer and near my old day call your feminine na near vessel I can say, you bet me and I was saying. Nti sika dodo ne de eno ne 19 question a obi sa ne nyina agina ade potia Ghana be here a free IMF for okay 2015 said the mama panye dada omo package IMF asem ne kan no almost say no more homegrown policies but the MMT and the chere many say they lack credibility. So they needed the backing of the fund to implement those homegrown policies. Meaning that okay,
policy credibility.
In this policy credibility, no, and no na on my penny that I no free IMF for. Now buy no a home and some be said the enemy no. A man say be an anchor in here senka oko, but me momo dear, they be a debia no. Problem be any IMF bailout and then the conditionality. The yan a quite befaswa, a bay and yama. You see, the debt profile I was through. Into be able to sustainability a questionable in the future. Will be able to say, what's I did interest you big cheer and then a month and some no. A bema or mine said they did be a cancer. Abani complaining said there is lack of fiscal space. Lack of fiscal space in nature says ika abano inya no M1 no emani ntimi inya no ho ntimi ntwa na ho. Ntimi maneuver na ho around that space no. E de na share tight corner one way say inya sika bia enema ya de no eno an e betimi de aye. E be di bi tuatua eka, e di bi tuatua adwumaye foka. Ena sa nema esese de bia yeye se uyi sa nema we free ho a ban pese o si dan a onya se scan bi emfancy e just okopa bosia ena wo dia ba bi si intimeme moment there me koso agina policy credibility na so policy credibility no se aban ya na adwene se opese wo ye bibi e kwan ya obefa so obeye no nipa a wode wo mo ene kwan a obefa so obeye amana yi ehia pa se aban ne kase waje 1 billion US dollars every IMF this year obenya bibi anko de beye enema obetini aye a beboa ama oman na cause de bi eka industries one district one factory ene sa policies ya aban operate or de begu akwan o start here and ne sankani nyina ka etimi eye dwuma enanka afa enipa dwuma enka menyi ni sanka saa de we say sanso no enka beba because yentimi enye saa nema wi ema ne nkonkan ema ne nuru baabi a beso aba amanipa etimi akibia di nti no amani nyina akoye ohaw kofro a beda yeso so okoju obi sika se odi the stick factory na se o si dan ni group baabi no wantimi ansi ani nipa ko ne se o ma o sika biem and I was doing scar the best was what a better ho. Inti sent out to me, you be bit a crabby, no to me any year. Nanka and honest start to say a good fruit now. You can bet me answer so. I said the old high, I think a cover a conking into bit me as I but me about the boy. Minimum message a buying and pep or befa soa. Bit me, I seen a wasty. A who near my in here or mine potting. No one friend on them quote said, and you must say, and I mean, did this yet to me be yet to me, ya, a bed boy, I'm a man for any Jumaya, a bed boy, I'm a man for a D. Into Mumwame, I mean, yes, I am married. Instead of the can, and first can be brave because cano, yin, na, and my name chain,
and also be brave,
and also be brave. Minimum de here no your policies no. Policies no so na eba the blue say na ayedene because abana di kan aka ensem bi ahye manful trim. Abana di kan I make promises eba emre bia na me kan say utie de amanfo be kan be bra de bia we mistake. Nti se to abama na be president na ese wo hwe enema a obetini aya ebeboa ama wo ankasa kura no enkogu ho fin nti se otimi to sa nema no to sa nema no na wo ye ni yi a ebebi aya na ebu ne se the end justifies the means the end justifies the means stress obi betimi adwene se adebi a wo ye bi se bi fan bi so no enye but wo ye wie na se eso ba mfa so ma nipa kro no a obeki wase ehunu say inti na nani pasumasi or yes adi we say eno ne ye e chen say wo ya de no nani pa no beka no wajai no wantimi anye ade papa a bia wo pe memi gidi se yen tnase aban ne hwehwe na wonhu enema potia ebeboa wonfa politics ntonchen na wonhwe enema ebeboa ama edinpa egidia omanfo enya wonimu no obetimi asa enya ama Ghana for atinase na bibi opeso yebia okaya 2017 if we say na do be president the minister say we the budget or the call parliament ni ade nyina no na gidia Ghana for any aresimu Ghana for wonimu eno na ma sane mani nyina yete na sia say na obi ehunu se ebi asane ma na omu se parliament approve ye obi a support ye but this year you know obi ehunu se ebi asane ma na ye no ekwan bi so no nanka ebi o han se senki ye o se
twitwa bi so
nanka se twitwa bi so de bia na meka nanka senki yi bi free me tue bo me ka free access de bia meka se aban ne ditrim popa na ebaye na o ye se o ye free access but go to ne bo etnase esisin ni nyina pepepe ena ohunu se me di we be ha me di we be ha na yese ya nke bi anka that free access yi hun sense mi no ke ma se de baye nti mimi mom no credibility na America no ho na me di start ya me di plan eba aban ne to ne bo on tnase on family ka to ne bo na o hihye ne ma na mimi gidi se ebe
right
nipa na do amobeye no won se we na metimi ne na ayadwuma we na betimi ayadwuma no won fo wo mmra no won fo wo meye adwuma no se de beboa ama o man na timi anya enkoso.
Okay, now menim say we be yasembusa umomu tiemi umomu hwe medodo na expert say mebusa se nka ban no de say oni so obenya area free 11 mu se nka onyaye a nka ebia enei yemme metu sa na moya na
ayina ba levi aya dia men support here support here na yete de biana mekaniste financial inclusion agenda is one of the sustainable development goals United Nations and Sakastia. Obia ni se we asia fana nyina use technology at the boa say the excluded space you better kwanya be faswa you do mo beba amoma be join the financial system or ecosystem nti sɛ o ma amanfoɔ nya gidie ɛwɔ financial system mu na sɛ ɔmo asate adapte policies anaasɛ bi a nneɛma a wodi agu akwan mu ɛbɛboa ma afei deɛ ɔmo abɛka ho na ɔmo ba bɛgye tum wie a adɛn nti na wogyina saa adeɛ no so because ɔmo agye atum a ɔmo use no nti na wode ba abɛpɛ sika ɛyɛ adeɛ a ne kasa tiae mmom yana sɛdeɛ ɛkɔyɛ no yɛ sɛ aban no nso hia sika no nti ɔno nso pɛ brɔfo mu bɛka sɛ innovative ways
other means kwan foforo bi a obetumi afa so anya sika
a ɛbɛboa no ama ɔno nso atumi ayɛ deɛ awieɛ no ogyiri sɛ bɛboa akyɛn sɛ obɛgyae nama na wɔkɔ saa nti ɛba saa no a yana ne yɛ no akɔyɛ dene ayɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ bɛka sɛ akɔyɛ sɛ nantinkuro no wɔanyia a ɛtew nan womia nso a ɛɛya nti yɛn nyinaa yɛgye tom mu sɛ aban no nkɔ so na ɔnyɛ ɛma ɔyɛɛyɛ sika no a obiara nim sɛ sika a aban projective sɛ ɛbɛfiri saa yi-levy mu aba for the whole year no obiara nim sɛ ne nyɛ sika bebree ɔnyɛ ba wokaeɛ a na yɛ sɛ 6.7
I think 6.7 or so
6.7 ɔma aban no budget a ɔyɛɛyɛ nyinaa na yɛ 135 billion 135 billion no so yi 6.7 firi mu a deɛ aka no yɛ bebree nti na meka ne sɛ yi-levy no ɛnyɛ no na ɛbɛsɔlve problem no na mmom aban no hunu sɛ ɛdɛn a yɛ biribi a wobɛtumi yɛ abɛsɔ nneɛma ano kakra nti na ohia sɛ sika no ɛnnɛ yi sɛ yi-levy no aba sika a ɛfiri mu ba no obiara hunu sɛ ɛwɔ kwan a abɛfa so a wobɛgyae ade no yɛsu na sɛ yɛntewo a obi wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛdwene cost no ho a ɔnyɛ obi nso wɔ hɔ a ɔhwɛ inconveniences a ebi a ɛbɛcreate ne adeade a ɔbɛyɛ nti ɛdɛn a ɛnɛ no obi ohia so ɔyɛ bia ɔbɛyɛ but because of dede na amanfoɔ yɛ wɔ confusion a ɛcreate wɔ parliament ɛne adeade no nyinaa de bia na ɛka kyerɛ aban sɛ nka bɛtumi anka ɔnyae na nka onye bibi foforɔ because what they are the bill ne call parliament ye pass ye budget last year baya hon sensem minister we to kwan MP we ni ho so the speaker of parliament or to Dubai sensem we nyina na say bibi foforɔ ho aban betini aye a obenya sika onya we nto ho na won fa na ni hwɛ saa de no ɛno no ho mansem bebree ensɛm a sɔre yi ni nyinaa ka ho bi ɛna bɛma enika bi wɔ hɔ a na gyina yɛ ne sɛ ebi a nsɛsɛ ɔkɔ so a na wɔyɛ mobile money anaasɛ wɔyɛ transfer nti sesei no sɛ wohwɛ mu a politics na yɛyɛ no propaganda ɛne communication na yɛyɛ no ɛno ne mmom ɛmmoa ɛma ɔman no ntumi ɛnkɔ so nti sɛ yi-levy wɔ hɔ yi-levy ni hɔ sɛdeɛ mede kan no aban ehia ɛmmoa mmoa no nyɛ sɛ bi a ne ho akyerɛ no ansa na wɔkɔ IMF fɔ akɔgye mmoa na mmom kɛbɛtumi a ɔfiri ase ayɛ no biribiara na ɔne IMF ni nsawsoɔ sɛdeɛ ne start yɛ na meka no ɛyɛ ade a memegyiri sɛ ɔmo so mfa so a yɛnya nyinaa yɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛboa yɛn na mmom ɔhaw a ɛwɔ mu no yɛ sɛ yɛaka ama no akɔyɛ sɛ wode wo ho kɔbɔɔ wɔ mu na wode nneɛma bɔne ɛna ɛba ɛnte saa ɛyɛ ade a sɛ yɛkɔ so kyerɛ amanfoɔ mu na ɔmo te aseɛ yɛnya yi-levy no 100 billion koraa na sɛ still yɛpɛ sɛ yɛgye mmoa firi IMF a yɛbɛtumi agye mmoa sɛdeɛ mede kan kyerɛkyerɛ mu no yɛwɔ 100 billion but yɛnhunu kwan a yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛboa ma ɔman no akɔ so na wakɔ IMF hɔ IMF no wotena ase na wahwɛ economic systems no na wahwɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma bɛtumi aboa governance ne biribiara yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ɛbɛboa ma 100 billion yi a yɛnyɛn no yɛbɛtumi adi ne yie a ɛbɛboa ma ɔman no akɔ so ɛno ne wɔn so mfa soɔ nti ɛnyɛ sɛ ebi a yi-levy wɔ hɔ nti yɛnhia IMF mmoa ne mmom deɛ mɛkɔ so aka sɛ mmoa no yɛ ade a ɛhia na mmom ɛkwan a ɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛyɛ no no nti sɛ ɛban no bɛyi yi-levy afiri hɔ so ɔbɛma no awɔ hɔ yɛnte aseɛ na mmom sɛdeɛ mede kankan no yi-levy no deɛ sɛ financial inclusion ne ade ne da ne baabi a ɛnka ebi anka yebetumi ayi ne ye beboa ama omanfo enho atọ mo ana mo hwanhan wo mo obi pese o send this cam obi a 700 cedis ni ade a ye ka se no ne de yan ni sika no so utimi send there no money pakro no oje aban hwehwe kwan foforo a obefa so obenya sika especially ile mobile and free mo amao still aman be nya sika e better kwan ya befa so e be koso aye niema e beboa ama amanfo ediye a chense ye de ni be si niema bi a ye be ya e bi asebio emwa na emfa empuntuo emre oman no de bia me koso ka me kan se de me kan ya se ye toto niema yie na se ye niema yie a sika ye nya no se no so bebre ne mum se de ye be ye no a e be me ho ahenha e kakra no e betimi aye ama amanfo nso e ho ato momo nya gidie ene arehemu ewo the politicians ne governance systems no ama oman nso etimi akoso adiye
doc pedasi
ba mention medasi
Dr. George Chineboy is a senior lecturer, School of Business, University of Cape Coast. Aso Fuku Yanko.
Yamfa Chronicle the worker at 20 for so.
Say me na mo bi omunwie nkoma wo ne yabo.
Yo. Ya the Chronicle ba twa so metie fo na anopɛ na wo hwa Chronicle the worker at animu a wade nsɛm waba na ori akojo opon kroma. Information Minister ne mfani na dani mu no na wo kyerɛkyerɛ my Ghana de hyemu ne enti ama my Ghana ye ko IMF no wa kyerɛm kyerɛ sɛ COVID-19 e ba no edi ama hudo nyina nya amebi aka my Ghana Russia and Ukraine for nso ntɔkwa no kyerɛ sɛ akɔkofa asɛm kɛse pa na aba enti amasika asɛm entimi nyini ntimi nkɔnanim manyema ntimi nyina na so nti na wo sɛ pɛ baabi ade ɛho twere owura kodwa pɔnkroma enkyemu wade aba ɛwɔ Chronicle doboka ta anim sanso ana Chronicle di aba wo sɛ mampani dada gender mani mama wo sɛ wo fo mampani na dada nkɔkufu adokɔ a wɔkɔ IMF no wo fa no so pa sɛ wɔnkɔ IMF no ano wasɛm ara wɔ honom ana owura asamu aboatin wo sɛ wo ne ni gira dia pre NPP national chairmanship no anka wo percent ye bie kwade to se de oyene ba na wo ka no na wo ka se obebie de ato no na wo ma hia debate pa obi anche na dwen
to say the Friday ifo ne be ye
to say the you know youth organizers ne be ye no e to oyene ba chairman ora sabi asamu aboatin so hia bi se de waka sa obeye no oyene ba so so obeye anti was it chairmanship no so omu hie bi pa
omo ye beboa o se na no fiada omo be ye ne ma ye hunu obia peso ode ba obia so adwene
that's right
obia so
yeah man
nyina so etika kama
enti katafo to so mienu miensa ene ne nso no na ensem ni nyina ewo
enya na yenfa daily guide de obokrata no ento so na anopei Ghana's favorite newspaper one so de dodo no na ba na motor runabout no na anopei daily guide e bo hwamani asempani fine say hwie be September boso minimu a project 2 no e be hase akodo fatiri beka say okodo etina chese no krasa fe to so nsia na ojibi na sansem no na wakenka bi ede afri na ewra so no ya ne mfonyi da ho no no so ne de ode abasisi atowro no se kokko na ode be boni mu a na chese na botre no so ye kokko on de towro no na ode ne nam ka me no me de nim se towro nka ye kwa adwa ya na ye de ko na okọ beach ne ipupu no a na nka ye de ko dware ne ade so no de se radio station no TV station no be bia bia towro eno de nam na anope wono so de bia ba ka me hu ye godfather for no de obeya ne sempai be mo begina wo chegina pa eno akire wodwuma wo ye obeboa ma favor no ne wonya bi pa ene mo bia ka be hie bia godfather no so dwuma obeya de ata wachi no na ewe chire so no de ne godfather de no percent ka katima kadina gro no enka ode mo no eti eno ho nsam so eda ha ana anope Dr. Chinebu akabebre na sa daily guide so de bia ba kire se enya Ghana nko a ena ejane akope IMF moa na momo no over 100 countries ɛna enei entwetwede ne ye wa ne say ye wo kwaku frempon coronavirus de de pii no an ba ye enu ahye Ukraine ne Russia ntokwa so de bia ba che say ohaw no de countries bebre na akomu a amai mako ha 100 ena wa mudwane akwatwa IMF kratafa etoso miensa e wo daily guide mo so ena sansam no yekunchire ediegu
the daily statesman the bokata edi bia banti we daily statesman the bokata no nsema wodi abetudwa na no peya wadi aba wazaba na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena chese wadi nsembitu so is nanim se omumomodia se am financial report nyeme nyina betotona kwamu wano ko bia sante ase yenya gidie ewo NPP aban mu
odi bia bapa
yenya gidie ewo NPP aban mu ana afenso no se global crisis amama wudo mu abai ene de omanga na eko IMF owura kojo ponkruma ne nsem a wode atu edwano no ena owura bi nso asem a wode aba Ramzia say NPP grassroots ono regional ma NPP grassroots enti grassroots for Ramzia so gina ho edema munyina NPP grassroots ana ma me gift ohene kunadu
amanyoko no ayeye no se begina brand e sha se from grassroots
grassroots ebi so kind of foot soldiers na me gift you ohine kunadu on the national coordinator edema monitoring and evaluation ya presidency abai nyuma ahodo wo ye no wode esi wani so se wo behwe na odi wani adi akire ahwe sedi adwumadie no esi kro na me gift you ohine kunadu asantimantemu wo bontoa wode na otweme no esi wo bontoa wo se nani aso mpuntunyo pa ekoso pa na se enema no wa amanfo wu kra enti ebinum ye dan hu nemum empuntunju ekoso pa nani aso o yesi wono de okatan kajetia dwafoforo na wo musi no central market na
ekono nimu
central market na eno musi no wo masia me yakọ chese ya ne kajetia dada mu de na ipe na wo se so wie sa de we ya bibi mamu nyina wo pedwa eso pa ebe Kumasi the whole Africa
Kumasi
Jakese pa no so nyesi sedwa we central market dwani wi a bibi mamu nyina we na be Jakese pa
wow we na Asantima ye
wazoye
we wi ho enya mama fa the new crusading guidance so entwa so anopaye eno enya de be sore nkrata ni nyina so na siafa wa market awodie hu nsem so wo hwe so no asan so eya mrahye dwani ma de hye wo ofo ase ayerebi na che so ni monyafo kojo oponkroma no wona Ghana fo gusua kasa na wo che so IMF na Ghana kono nyese bimpanifo wo neta won mo anase mpanifo na pese o mode o maimu no nyina ekopie honmo nemom coronavirus yare kontonkro wi me de me body se ikwaku frempon wo de sandodo no na aba na COVID so yakoprete ya na so say Ukraine so ne Russia ntokwen so amanye ma bebre no na ade pataku ne nsrepie eno nti IMF na yakono nyese mpanifo ena enya won mu bia say tamana se eyade bia enwo bia nti na ma mpanifo de Ghana fo ko nemom no sa entokwa mienu yedi mu tinti bai pa no eno ena de sa hawo ni nyina etimi aba na enu ahwe so ho no so a National Lottery Authority na anu kwesiada omulanche aseda draw ai
National Lottery Authority
Same awuku one good fellow
day ofe
I am a
say house of folk nim koyi ntina so why emre
I'm
a good fellow
but the didn't have a desert good fellow and the didn't have a desert and also mama na what is out no
then
mama
Ajama from Good Causes Foundation coordinator
okay
Ajama from Pong
Ti
omulanche de aseda draw The Sundays no be no. I think something is happening there with National Lottery Authority.
Something good.
Samuel Oku is doing very, very, very well. Samuel Oku is doing what transforming NL no cry.
Crack. Esi ayi brafa the new crusading guide network so na ye wi.
Na mo di wi on.
Enti anya no kwa ensam dodo no a the new crusading guide so aba na mami ya fokuo bo ni this is here monitoring and evaluation boss no.
Mama gift ohene konadu.
Ono so gusua ka so se ne nto abo a wo bo wasantemantem no. Aye na hohoaho chese ne mi age pa. So shampoo to juma MPP aban eye wasantemantem ho a empenifo nsu sa wono abaye ena ni ko twa wisa ne hene tia santem obesa mu bie no. Wo hunu sa aban abone ho mode ne pa e wo yenya ya santemantem a e ho nsam ne so eda ha. Na wapeni bi mpraye so ma shebe dwani so na akasa na se ho no mo o sinse ke be ya ka Ghana ban betie na so pemu a enka offer lawyers ewo ye municipal assemblies ne district assemblies no sa lawyer from betumi aboa ma contract breaches ne procurement breaches ne nyina I say ke fa lawyer for no hono na ke betumi aboa pa ama nyoma bi a enko ne nyina mo de mra na wura mu sa ne aboni nyina emoguo eno so eda ha na afote abo so ena
lawyer afote abo
I wono so bo Top Kings Limited abaso efa TV atenso shaya o ma yesen ke be yo modi bi ba be wuro ma be sisi bi e wo no gwa ne importe mu no bo ma baso pa so modi so ade hunu na wo ma hunu no ezie na betumi aboa ama TV no aban de aba no eno so etumi aye bebre aboa my Ghana eta no pay the new crusading guidance so sampi no a eno de ba na konkonkonkonkonko enna no pay the me fanta na ba wei ana no pay media down mu a na che se ye ba ya enna ye juada na bosomene so ne ene de hyase weekdays no
juada propose taxing the church say baby abedrin sanye wiase nyina mpa Ghana de akwa ohihia mu pa and other people think that discussion should be revisited. Say yebema yen sorry no etiato because churches ni bi ohonoma
business ta
say ne ma wa pampan central market and I say body airton ne mo ton ohonom ne what they do no people think is that become a business venture into Ghana as a country should take a second look at it. Fukuwadwe you say
madwe me say good now so approach no so foot you approach ne say so yesu tuato
de obeka bia na fashion team so futi
yesu tuato entin sorry etuato no enkanya bone nanso se wo ma ankote ase ya wanhwa na nkofo okofo akira kwanse hile video no bi hile no wo ma nim se nkaye enya de bone nanso
but why should a party who is seeking to form the next government and I say Okacha Ghana for so the bit my Ghana yin celebrate over the failure of something now. Benya so mfaso and I say the man puntu beba. Why should you celebrate over the failure of a government?
I know I the THD reserve player. I the THD. Nte ka no nko no. Ya body go ya friend ka me nko. Na say body a Marcus. Nte ka no nko na nka anye yi. Aha, nte no. Ndi Oliver Adwoajima Pambo ye Bono regional correspondent. And Adwoa Edin birthday. Ndi say Boshe Babe boy nya Adwoa Ajima Pambo.
Aso
Oheneba
Bono regional correspondent.
Na mo correspondent ya na kwa be na mo faso mo chuchu mu. Correspondent.
Presla Bafo
it's another
Presla Bafo
insurance
actually Live Gate International Learning Center Ebuakwa
Deputy Education Minister PR.
Man no so nko a na for ko mo
o da bi Akufo Richard nso ne nia baani one nyina wo fa Akufo Richard ono nso
ni birthday abom
na ono Akufo Richard no edi ni weekend ya enti omu nyina we wish omo happy birthday baby omo bi
ayi we ho ohere ba sorry ne die enka me no omo ka ne be ya adwene
Or we should look at taxing some aspects of the church. Say bia near the main service offering a title much name say oye business bi aso bi ho
bia otonton nyema
gamba bobo so kra
book shop or honey shop or catering restaurant
ebi o banks
we tin kayen hwe e ho no so anase
and then kayen hwe ne said me say me kwa Anglican no ane offer na abeto na ebi adwuma wo your title betua na so one Manchester na aba na ukobia Ansana. One man for no.
One man church na dey hin.
And on the sisi I want say
Methodist name Roman Catholic no
Shasefi
baby. Where they are the vision or the dream no initiated by a single president be some people came on board. It one man church na dey hin.
It is answer na boss ni nyina no. Omo nyina hwe ye baako. But one man just na ya dey America and say wo so you di koda. Omo nko a na age swafa.
One man no. Ade baako wom ni say on say sorry bi wo ha nipa baako na rane. Eho bibia nipa baako.
Se hwe na ye koro.
Nipa baako ye wi a ni aso sikani nyina koma nipa baako. On kipu on ne bank roller we no na ye bibia.
Eno na America no ho. Ansa na abekwa ko hu sofo no 500 Ghana de e fukra e 3 million. Na ansa no sofo ewie no wachi asa scanner no na kan wo hawo no o se kokoto we ebiton Yesu moja ebiton anointing oil ebiton nsu o stickers bobo ho eno na special and say the nsu obeto no 150 pesos I know eya bottle mu dia na ase sisi ade baba nsu obeto we no eno onto ne sa wa sore dem ho no mo eti sa ne ma no mo ye nyina ansa na ne se counseling na wo ya obesore no na sika wo hwie free Ghana fo ho no etu ano no entu ato na so ye sa ne ma we nyina che se do bi di nnwom egu apampan so a okoton.
Right, 20 minutes after 8 mame na me homra me ba and pay lawyer William Kusi Ewofia is a private legal practitioner. Makacho say if it's about church and friendly agro cry the via me kase lawyer near I'm someone friendly agro cry and pray waha and I'm happy he's here this morning because he says and tells it as it is. And he say IMF say Elevi say church taxing the churches ni no lawyer William Kusi ewaha lawyer George Opon so ewaha lawyer George Opon so ewaha nom and I'm seminia awa mo have ni doctor and baba be come am home quickly in the next 3 minutes be ba na ya bidin komo akanyina.
Amaye Jubilee Market since 2007 is still at the lentil level. 2007. Yeah, na 2007 President Kufuor na shase and Alhaji Kwesi Abua and President Mills by no say ehusa emusa eno bu ni nyina aguye
to be
and no start foforo speed the core up to lentil level. Ewie ya ofri ho Excellency John Mama by one finance anka na now do buy one finance anka up to date etiete Kwabre East sisi akura nke nyame adon ke call sister city ye call a secondary city development support so government are really this year yensa beka bibi kakra enka government indemnity contract no the earlier contract no we there we no nanka yentimi nya opportunity na ye yentimi nto asokra amaye manfo eno no so ye and some legal problems around it I say aban na hwe no ye maye ti Kwabre de won say always no ye cancer enti say pedufo betwa mo ani ahwe Kwabre be bo breaking the age no nya by manfo by deed by works enya nyumto enya case groups enya betel na ya na some of us are so passionate about this anya say e can be bre no ya asem newa. We led the campaign in 2016. We led it in 2020 at Kwabre East. And how are we going to lead the campaign in 2024 with these challenges? We have, according to regional urban roads engineer, Kwabre East has 4% coverage of road.
4% within the municipality.
Within the municipality. That house have about 31 electoral areas and 48 communities. 4%. And that 4%, you know which road it is. Mampong road, you know.
Highway.
Yes. And but for that road, which other road can you count for that 4%? The also is
Kenya say
you say Kenya say we have road over there.
Yes, there is a road there.
Just Bitinos road.
You see, just to be fair.
You see this Bitinos road, it's almost gone. That road is almost gone. Yes, it has been done those days. And okay, it took massive demonstration. Somebody even died. It took that massive demonstration. That road, Bitinos road, is not. Nanti asfalt aye checha ehun ehye free tafo kopem dwaben kopem dwoso kopem ayi sechere south eba ayi ye bi so yeso enyi enya bi enyi obi antimi nya bi kura nke
anya na pom
Yesu yeme
ende yankopa ase ensem bi say no ya na how do you
my friend
lamentations I don't hear the
lamentation
I'm not referring to the biblical
lamentation. We are political lamentation.
Lamenting. Exactly. And it's quite unfortunate. Because your coach had you to know and you just say, oh, problem. And I'm a lawyer, but in leadership.
And yet, the China and the three more than one will be.
We didn't cause you uncle to be. And then to me and two. And to MP leaders been on more constituency for. Said district. Where are they? What is their lobbying skill? Because he refers to other places. Not just here.
I didn't cry a chop cabin in which
and ye be.
All that
and to the end how the end me because you don't have leadership. And to answer number bar about room finish your leaders in answer. We are no bar by so go be na say fi enkoso dia na just say the yi ni so enkoso say bi enko ba bia dia that is a general issue but within be na e bi dia enkoso e bi dia enkoso this year be lament here that is no and you see this country a problem enya power leadership serious gidi pa a problem by you facing leadership because how can you look at all these resources around and then you see what is happening? It's leadership. And Timomie, let's look seriously into leadership, the kind of people we elect and choose to lead. So it will bring changes. Otherwise, we are repeating the past, which is not good. I said the Uncrophobia said, see from BC. So it's not the best leadership. Mitie Malawi president, Minimse Motibi has gone viral.
The to one Ghana na COVID fund na nkrofo in fact minister baako dey or a cabinet minister or apply no or you use kind for something that's not that he squandered it. Also wa refund so in every cabinet. So anko the ba say be sika no the koya the foforo obokra nya match. Public servant bia evidence be pointy at him bia no. What is betu? Owie no san say or Cassie or Momo this guy a president. So you see passion, you see leadership.
Yeah.
So that will make the resource. You see, yeah, yes, idea, na say, yeah, cost you young possible be young coffee. What does it? Because we know that we have resources. We know we generate some of them. Anyway, no matter how hard it is. But at least, Kakrani generated Mummy who said, yeah, be no anamity meet program be now. There was one of the panel members who listed Enyema government why I was so excited. Communicators they need to have this list too. Now come on because so
and no me who adebio mu ya me bufu. And I know it is because of IMF ya yes schedule. About them say 20 radio stations and pay nichina kosi Wednesday. Ministers in so you can go and engage the media and you sit down until there's a problem.
There's a problem, yes. Why never take crown?
Me we am buffy. And the minister no better pay na de ono no ye the ministry of akwachechi and what now I just asem banza.
Are you late enough no coachim? Until leadership bring the problem. And we Oma modo abai say abai to us, they should open up their mouth and say it. Seriously speaking, because the attitude of always supporting even when they are wrong, it's not the best though.
Praising
because at the end of the day, someone in the echo. What do I say? Demonstrators you more last na make my comment am so na say we come na di wo mo.
Arise Ghana phone.
Na dia no more. Personalities they lead, you know. Haven't they had a chance to govern before? Some of them.
Yeah.
What did they do?
Almost all of them. Correct.
Some of them were photographers. They are now billionaires. But 4 years or so, comedy to attend the street. I mean, what is the intent of the demonstration? You get the point. So this kind of things. And let us bring change to leadership. It will eventually affect the party and the nation. Otherwise, yet it one yodum. I didn't so koye. I didn't koye. Near to near support because your party no can idea or near the. If you do that, they will go home. Breaking the 8 million and yeah, slogans near no. Also, century easy.
Are you sure working?
Not any partner who say yes. And look at the circumstances now, both international and local. It's not easy for anybody to govern.
Yeah.
Not easy at all. That is why the minister should be going out. I listened to the UK story. I said, wow. You get the point. Exactly. And that is why the minister should go out and tell people what is happening even elsewhere. Near Omo India, Nagana, you're watching India. But what was Salah Topatu?
Debbie.
Say, baby, I'm a lawyer, need to go can't be an problem. But me who say commanding me, the train I'm called secondary school, to me, come. Pure. What do you do? The minimum compare, the Divian number one, be one year per boyfriend, as supplemented the idea. To me, minimum compare. And so if you look at the situation today and somebody says that a comma, I can imagine that. You get the point because the matured ones should know, especially somebody who has been in governance before, should know the situation. To be on him court demonstration, that is okay. Now, what mind that we need situation? We need word recession, ne, san, ne, manema, here, baby, I who call demonstration this time acquired. One more calls you need taxes. In fact, I was thinking he wasn't here per se.
Say yatra.
One of the models.
No yatra. You can why he pick that. So we are debt to be own team come back.
Okay. But I think it was the safest. Oh, that it was the safest because we have a percentage of your budget here the servicing debts are and come by me a coin beyond can you grant a gabby your business did so
we are not highly indebted poor. We are a lower middle income.
Oh, we are highly indebted. Poor now,
we are highly indebted poor countries, but we are not highly indebted. We are debt distressed. But highly indebted.
But you agree with me, sir?
Yeah,
that's a better option.
So bibi sa ho dia say o kona ye ko ja ni nyina ama o dia so bibi say di ho baby aye duro ye tiri ko ho
and you share ye course you know be ko tran radio say you need taxes in free what is the person talking about?
Yeah,
if the person doesn't know governance, that is okay. But what buy muda na say unim say the edru yes anti taxes so na say sika ben na ye dey be wurani economy.
Yeah,
now are you better on are council better work or making demands on government for infrastructure and other things. And so where is the money going to come from?
Capital intensive.
And this is the kind of pressure that have put government to make unnecessary promises. That has led them to do this. Because me tear promises just any says go groma. The president because you see I was wondering. No wonder we are where we are today. Because anyhow, how much do we generate? Where is he going to get the money from?
12%.
What does it? And these are things that we have to sit down, level-headed people. MPP, they should see now. They should be very strategic in choice of leadership, candidates, everything. Because the economy there, Obin Kancho say, nature is working against them. What does it? Hey, no matter how hard you want to work, you see, second term, now hopes were but suddenly pine. Bibia say, we say we fix it. Now Bibia say boom. It's a free almost every ato. And I think that Empire Bonnie Jumadin and Sisaya here this time. Okay. Now the damn quiet a man for cancer, if for nothing at all, he should at least do something to appease the people, including his own party people, that you need to reshuffle. You might be very right, say you don't see any materials in the party that can substitute what you have, but for purposes of getting your people alongside with you, because on one party, how unpopular he is, because they cry, you don't listen. But they say, meanwhile, those ministers don't have enough votes to bring you the party back to power. It's the party full soldiers and others who will bring the party back. Do something for them to know that at least who ye be just to fix the problem. Now some personalities be who are he LED government, yes, he be a prime ministers here, de facto. What kind of politics politicking is that? Yeah. What is that guy doing in the government? What is he doing? Why? What is the problem of the president? Somebody who has a disliked personality. Now who presenting her? How do you want people to react? Obi Oka Sembia Nyankro Fodo Manu Jutifo. What you say akachi? This is a national security bakachi. What I say? These are some of the things that he has to do. Masa, yetu abanu nyo nkwana kotu you. Crawford to aba. What I say? And that is what he should understand. Say partner super. He should understand that. There are interests around which you should look at. You have had the first term, you have your cronies, those close to you. What get them? Where are you looking at? The same people. So how are you going to get people to rally around to support you? What I say? Because first term, here. Second term, and Crofocrona and no Macano. How are they going to yes, how are they going to how are they come in to help you? He should be told. Where in a year political experience a your common sense. Let's apply a little bit of wisdom and move on. Otherwise, the term as soon there, but it will affect him one way or the other. So, legacy of January is very important. You should know. Hey, no take a crack. Says here, mathematicians here may a billion was the same. say no kure na ba na umutimi protect
yenye after the start
and then I met me by meeting no ayibi information bi am meeting from another station na me everybody I be utilize this key. Let's see new blood, new ideas. What do you say? And Crawford my complacent. Yeah, and until you say if you are crab Kumasi credit this show. Ah, I mean I'm traffic you na MMC ni one for the I mean besides I think Crawford into almost sensitive to the reaction of the public.
I hate that.
What do you say? Me why would you do that? For people to say I don't come for the economy. Why meanwhile ubetima ko din obi akra of say for the same patron na be use obi anka ho asem this year ya me hu so mo na eba no ni nyina say we leadership a ke best stop side nobody should dare do that. If you do that you are going home, then 2-3 people go home go obi anye
yeah
what I say but I say obetimi na no kora kan okrofo no ye no obi ehwe.
They are not part of the law sanctioned vehicles that use the medal. They are not part of it.
There was
a statement.
Mere statement.
No, it not mere, but there was a statement. Say
there was a clarification rather as to who can use that.
Yes.
Yet
they went ahead doing what they are doing. We are watching them.
Okay, awa.
Minya.
Machai.
Yenya.
Napum.
Nyamiado.
Campaign to say.
Yeguso.
Eko kama.
Papa. The Nyamiase, at least the response so far, especially senior Santa Micra, Ajia Tum, at least for the first time since 2004, creating Nasara. You was on go baby, that's why Santa Mai, yenye National Nasara position that. It is not really because Sabia, Mifra Santa Mai, but I'm also the competent person amongst the seven. Ibitimi Ayejuma.
Yes, 7.
7, yes. Hey. Yes. Wow. This is the first time I hear 7 because 4 years ago, now year 17. Then you year 17. Wow. But this is the first time I hear 7. Yes, but that time no. There become a crown and election. So the time. Yes, on only time 2013 or 14 or contest.
That's the Tamale.
So Tamale. But in 2018,
Koforidua.
No, in the past 17, and I person almost succeeded Kamal. But Osha, because that time, there was no enthusiasm in it. And it's an amount crowd will be son because now we are interviewing.
I'm surprised,
but that time, there was no center stage there. You be where mono. Ama ase en Kenya biabam. To the extent that say even Good Evening Ghana wanted us to be on the show. Say Yambra na Yembe present because someone who said there is some kind of enthusiasm eba zongo politics. The incumbent refused to show up. Enti ama say standby na yehu. Obi anchera ni vision obi timi ayabwa. If really zongo gradually sign back to NDC, then ehu kakramaye. Especially when you're going into 2024 elections. In 2016, Yabomodi, Eboy Juma, Ede, Zongo Fono, up to 23% of the Zongo votes in Yai. For the first time in the history of the party, we got 23% of Zongo votes. And no reduce NDC vote in Ashanti. Because me, I hear them free, definitely made the statistics in Yamede Ashanti. In 2016, NDC votes in the region are 400,000. In 2020, NDC votes in the region cost 650,000. Almost 250 S or so. OEL analysis now a zongo votes no. Me say obi betna has Dr. Chibrubi analysis I can say 23 to 16%. We've moved from 23 to 16%. So when you analysis no first constituency or pick here no, we lost by 84 votes. Even though increase total number of votes increase but percentage wise even not nominal votes no we lost by 84 votes. We had 1.5 million 1.6 million 1,500 votes in 1,600 votes in 2016 and we had 1,400 and something in 2020. That's the constituency. What can you now the Zongo votes dropped from 23% to 16%. We couldn't tell our story. In 2016, here Bano na promising kwao na sika ni ho. There was a Nasara conference here in Kumasi. Ahaya na ye sa Nasara conference in February. Ye sa Nasara conference no. Emma in Kenya bemu ehun say for the first time political party go throw Zongo in their manifesto. Zongo tumaye. We need 7 dominated Zongo constituencies across the country. We won at Tebubu for the first time in 2016. Obi a wonu Tebubu ni say Zongo constituency. We won New Dubiase even in Ashanti here. We won Madina. In 2012 we beat 12,000. In 2016 beat 8,000. Madina. Wow. We won Ablekuma Central, which is a Zongo dominated constituency, Shukura area ho, Irakra. You wini Botiano English amount for a 100 ono. Eti ukwa Kramofo Edosu Hopa. We won Salaga. We Zabarama Nibikra kwa J Eyimae, Doma West. Ali Maiga. We lost all these seats in 2020. Even though we had done a lot. It will move say, let's get someone who will help us tell our story. Say ene Ashanti region, Osha Volta NDC Nyaya, a chain what they got in even Volta region. In Volta they had 605,000. In Ashanti region they had 652,000. Ninyinaye Zongo voting na ampekia. Omo amutuma eno they didn't vote for us again. So what happened? Your projects are around 160 something. Me ami kroma scientific just they be amedeye emfato ho. You see 6-unit classroom block aye makaranta nko makumi yensa. Baku si Asante Afijasi Zongo. O ko yoko kwan no so on the left. Is your obia onimbia obehu. Baku ewa Asante Asokore Zongo. Baku ewa Seneja Zongo. And we say in the manifesto you can say about 16 senior high schools are Zongo IBC. Asante Maimu Diano. Yesi no Asante Afijasi. Yanya 50 acres a yesi. Enche bia no mbeba be kate sort da o master te you know. These are the things I was say you can me free Western North over me drew before so be doing in a hini could be a friend attack room on the left side attack room. Yes, 6 unit and Kolan Wumwa ya omo park kama dia mom makaranta school. So these are the things I feel say ye ba ye beye na achirim na nkrofo hu say ampa we have better policies for Zongos than obi abeka say mochre sampa say bibia de Zongo for makoma 40 Echo Cuba 40 Echo Cuba say omo 3rd year omo ye medicine a money me man kolan kitten
under this government.
Yeah, the highest are in terms of age 20 years 20s 18 17 and they do nyina in the next 3 years they will come back as medical doctors Zongo and I cost sa omo nyina but how many people that say ya yesi omo awufo no kra no nipa say na yetimi adrag omo abaha because Kumasi me say nipa 5 anke betimi adrag omo awufo no kra abaha on ye Zongo program na e woso no abeka say me ba no ekobi ye frame me say mete ha obi hwa obi hu say ampankrofo won nipa bebre. So these are the things I ba at least e betimi ayabo the lawyer kai no me say Kwabiri East omo problems ye no omo bohye bi o Asawasi constituency ro bo ya leza ka se o ka na ka se Kenya se so wo ko aboaso a ana se wo ko even Aguna the shortest way to go na wo dodge traffic na ene se ofa Kenya se o no wa for no wasi aboaso simple sa kwan no kra na ye ya anka traffic a kwan so afiri ho just the traffic no ewo sa kwan no so no akadi nyina be free ho because obi a wo ko Aguna bia no onfa ho bi menti trotro e be ko bia we no nko a na be ko me kra even e kwan nya no kra no still say me ko even Aguna edwra e ho na mefa but wo hwa enye pick up it will be difficult for you to use that odi car keto akofa ho a wan hwe ya na ase no kra na say it I share in that 80% of the routes in a hono enye very much more trouble but sa constituency no so dodo shebe bia start free because you can say any Asawasi kra ewo share ebe obi onwa
we share boundary with 8 of them.
8 of course yes Asawasi Malaysia North Malaysia South Tafo
you go to
as a kra ka ho because
so bonjure
exactly yes even though say there ya between Drabin to your friends saying Debbie Achembo enye bonre ho from
To Abra.
to Abra to where friends say
There's
Asonomaso
no
Kwanta.
road over there.
Asonomaso Kwanta. There be a point that chiro 7 minutes if you have within 7 minutes you get to Asonomaso Kwanta. Yata a third route. And no ekam hunti.
But that's not our constituency.
Ebra kan.
Ebra kan ho ba Ebra road number Ebra.
Okay. But we share your friends say Jaben. Udu Jaben.
Chire ho not our road.
Uba your friends say Dumakwa na say
Dumakwa ho nyina nkan constituency.
Okay.
Dumakwa ye adjusu Jaben. Then no share. Asomaso ekan.
So Asomaso.
Look at from Asomaso Kwanta. Every constituency.
I believe that Yadia me just say anka airline by me chair constituencies na minim say anka constituency I betcha because MPP vote around 60,000.
No, 86,000. That's what you're doing with.
I have not even yes. Oko me ko Manson Kwanta and also the entire constituency crowd need third road. 100%. And no crowd there
4% and it is just passing by.
100% because me call no me could do your friends say edubia also 100% not third. Edubia 100% not third. Me call ho you say me campaign me call constituency by constituency me the traditional campaign a cluster for region because me nim say omo de adwuma no be hye me nsa so I was say me call na me ko hu ne constituency ne say yeah adwuma say oh boy in even policy making you should be able to say anything na ma me hu say ukwa free sa Anuan Kwanta ekodru baby a epai ba ko Manson Kwanta ba ko Manso Dibia ni nyina nye tat the entire constituency but yenya over 30 to 40,000 votes free ho the Mr. policy makers no minister no anything na ma say wura party no say the bear in the party we should be able to tell them the truth say a lawyer can say akwala no ni kuro no o ka say usunti o de befafa fa ho a o be hu say ne nan ne be pro nti high fee so at least we should be able to tell the truth to power and the lawyer of higher power
Overton and Cambo and another news another comedy
lawyer
Dr. Noma
yeah
now pum to say how was the weekend?
Oh, weekends na cool na wo msen crofo kasa me nya course ye na doctor anti I am for ye kwenti de be ma boy ye de ne beka enti
me ba de buza say demand over kwa adwuma na
enti di komo abebre but the aba na but ye guzo di eguzo di komo me late kra crofo be from Takra from Okema we explaining to them ye kom de awuram anti ama abasa enti no ye nhwe say enye say wenye huro asem say na mo ka say omumma ye nkwa em esa maba ya kan ka de am people for kan na ba ma na de wakokon no hu se kuna na ohye na watia vutu na wasan na chi ade no ye adwen say IMF de enye ba bia e wo say de boy bra ukomu a conditions na dade e ma wo nne wo ho pi enti enya ba bia se ekọ ya kan na so no COVID-19 war ama ye revenues ai wo country ha akofam papa ama ka no so akosoro ti se wo ko international bond market a unya sika no IMF so ye nyina bank o ye nyina ye bank a ye contribute ye wo shares wo IMF and I want to say ho na short term loan.
How did you the better man who said we
say
ye nyina ye bank
oh definitely that nyina da be ka say
ye nyema mo ye dia alcohol nye bone
ah da bi na say MPP for bar power na jo mama ho o ba ye no omuhu say no yentimi entum nika enye ho mfirim enti omo sa ka renegotiate ye esa extend this program no copy 2018 na say MPP for crack IMF one sana esa ko bi mu enti nche say IMF ye nko ho na mom no de pese kire Ghana for ne say IMF no de enam wo mo conditions ni ade binti no na wo de wo ko bo mo pia na so wo de wo ko hye o mase a an emwa wo ankasa development because they here wo man mu de ankasa wo pe se ka wo ye no na ye ma kwan ma wo nye ene santi na na ye kan sa na so kire se ye ho akire ya na ya trauma koma kunye na o ma ye gu oba ye nya sika ntua adwumayefo ka obra defense ye nya sika nko interior and then exterior defense nyina ye nya sika no ya kwan a ye kan akwan ehia kwan yehia kwan ye di e-levy ye di
Kuma se for interchange.
aha e-levy antimi ama dia adenti na wo se etra ho na ye de ansa gu yebo everybody say abaye hu bibi petrol price koso abaye bibi ene ma ho kire ye they abaye tra se a wotwen se obetima ye ni say obetima kwanya bosia at least some short term loan bi a obetima da support the economy ena honum eni ba bi a obetima boa yen etima dwen say abaye no nye bone ọman ne ho dọ ne adwen a ọmọ dwene ye ho se bi ebedi yi ntina ọmọ kọ
Now, lawyer Kusi, member when nafi yenshen komona se proper. I'm a friend you be say e honum, but an a pair would they would share komona se from baby. It does appear say ninke bet my name baby. Yanye leadership, decision making, bold decisions. When the pen marker is a massa, and I say you see. Yentima nyina akeka kaboma na edi ababedu baby bedui. Ghana today, Ghana tomorrow. How do we get there?
Yo, me am dance. Mfi say I was say adwinkese for transit. Sam pempen so ya do na omhihye niema. Na me gidi say emra MPP won ebi wom kakra. Yeah, say niema to year the story will change before election time. Now, as I already hinted, and if he said government appointees, also the Mujahufukum is the first project also about me. Not just reshuffling, but removing some and putting some in place. Okay, and president's orientation on the ministers and the monitoring and so on or intensifying. So na discipline and mind in kakra sa agitations ne complaints ni na bebre your perceptions o bebre perceptions yes it's because feel the way this man is carrying himself, the way they are going about things. So when you say so che to my bon and one kasa you might be complacent because why are there na you feel say oh it's normal but timofo no hu ni sa enti sisane de ba ebeboa pa. There are ministers who have been mentioned. Matese finance minister kura call parliament in terms of kobo the ministry bia so inflation it means that the one in charge is probably not doing what is right. In order to save the face of the government, immediately you bring somebody else there. You be so sentina msisa no say be ya e behwe ti anye you kura what on your part, you would have done something. Oh, and I mean tina make say perception tin say niam no eba mu agidie be sa aba na wo mo matia da no nyina sori wakase no mumi yankasa ma aban wo hwemu a when say people complain about MPP communicators.
Yeah.
Yes, the passion to defend the party
government no
anyone say na kanene wo ho no and something is amiss yen hwe no you making sure say people can proudly go to the radio stations and defend the party. What I say, yeah, can someone here can near my party now because we are proud of the decisions taken. And I'm a by a bit some doing go studio, but I don't understand who go studio say.
Because BBNC.
It's the best option.
BBNC.
No, when they blamed John Mama for going to IMS. IMS who said what was the situation on the ground. And if yes, and if those days they were able to go, would they have the moral right to condemn MP for going for? They shouldn't even dare try. It's not a campaign tool for them, not at all. Cry. Now then they see ya and I'm not saying car kase. Now I COVID aba. You know the COVID they shut down all economies. Businesses were shut down. Government was still financing, paying workers. Where was he getting the money from? Workers who were not working were paying, receiving their salary. Or told me a check. I don't confuse or told my brother so do. So no told do. Emma Akofa unique but there's a reason for our situation now. And so the party should be explaining to people why we are where we are today. Not that the president has failed or that they didn't manage the economy well, but natural factors, NSC, and have frustrated the whole system. Now you see, I like the various interventions now government demand because it was a sign say government was passionate to change our situation. One district, 141. I'm not talking about the implementation, but the idea. Because I've said that you two Obama the president, like I said, Mrs. School and at the end of the day, revenue was Mukusi. And the dance it was that it doesn't take a politician to construct or build an infrastructure. They start independence, hospitals, yes,
schools, yes,
but policies need intervention, say banner, try to solve check governance. What about there's unemployment? And then I will reduce employment. Now the people introduce something new. NAPCO, at least for now, at the end of the day, for Bimana, you pay big akrama, employing be yes, you 100,000 people. That is governance. So, Senator, yes, I will buy Anna. The award to us that is why I'm not who commission. That is not governance. And to me, I'm not sure this government has failed. They have done well. Unfortunately for them, natural factors na abamuna abasa. Say the situation on the ground no. Now ye partner akuma so they say IMF the common could be that. You keep your pride as Ghanaians. You ko IMF. Emre so a. You say I'm not for but the adrunu there I didn't. They say public sector kura mi say salaries kura ho asem kan ya yedene e basa na say ya agensem so you can also look at how in spite of the shocks no yet me second is because to me ukwa your ration oil ukoto your to
yeah
obeso to this okopel cars and bi uto no so ato no do the amount and makai a control time minim say na mu go ha runs ba afoforo price control no ni ho ukoto bread kura ya ma bread 2 uto 1 ahemachi no akosala ni control prices
happening in other jurisdictions
yes and American and yet ordinary jurisdiction developed well so that you know and you dey no compare there and ya there government are badly at all. And the communicate let's motivate those who go on air to communicate. You who say obi ti hona wo enjoy na mesumi dinam radio na da bia na me kasa. So nobody pays my TNT nobody and you wan ka be ko. Onko and today also no ma dwene ko ho. Say nkrofo kasa enema be sen let's find a way of giving them resources to go out there and talk for the party. And I can say, among communicators, don't be a fanatic. Where it is yes, say yes. What kind of microphone who say no akwai? But don't banners are then you know so different. They will brush you off. Make our program be one of the party communicators by position will take here will be a dinner them. Because it's so obvious. At them, including party people, they were calling it one Nama party. And the baby and some Ghana, I don't say Ghana head. Who can say, and your party there? But there's a reason for it. Explain to the understanding of people why we find ourselves where we are. Now, when say, your hopes near lost. You put your ass together near the name of 2 years. It is a government so cartisaries. And yeah, you fuel coupons or more teso pa drastically. And yes, the idea no can.
A kind of psychic.
Where supervision, and yes, I be a president Nebota, but what can we not see implement here? But you are in bed. So there should be people who will be monitoring to ensure that, in fact, they can't see anti coupons, coupons. Omo bana traffic omuni la ne so boko na ye mo ye hi no mo ko boko agrofo akoma beto me yam o kina bi ko from say omumra na mumra me boa party na msamra power on be ba no be support because fortunately for MPP NDC is surely going to President John Mahama who is a spent force.
He's a spent force.
He's spent. In fact, it will be strange for any reasonable Ghanaian who doesn't benefit directly from the party to vote for John Mahama. Because you know, because fortunately for MPP, Nanado is not the one coming. There's going to be a new candidate who can tell us what he would do as a president. You get the point? As different from John Mama, who is known. And you know, and no advantage for MPP on package of we are with my campaign, but in spite of the difficulties. I must say, I want to be a common. Unless NDC change John Mama, normally nobody any idea. Go upon your spending a year. We are spending a year.
And before say the details of Koma Bane IMF no ebedino. Sisia Osha Ghana, the Okosu Yasa for Nana. Then I was better so betty.
Oh, IMF no dear, saw your request anymore. And I think that there are flagship programs be I know they also protected like free education. Say it would be inhuman for IMF to tell us to drop that program. Because if education in the developed world that there's some kind of free education somewhere there. And Africa, your development lies in education. Say to me, educate yourself to a certain level, and never automatically will change. Because the way we perceive and understand things, Abema Yakoya Nim, what do I say? And you know, mid fees no dear, come on from Sanka. Now the Akam, from Sanka can be. They should also be mindful of the fact that we are living in difficult times. Until because we be allowance in free war, and you see one big problem that we have to look at. Because the cost of living quite high, and to balance the two, now I'm sure Labour is listening. The time for agitation is not now.
Just last week, Secretary General TUC. Doc Abekai say IMF in there, buying who say is an option. You may force so packet to Antumu, and you may for a better condition of service. You talk for the Umudian Namhana with Nidian Namhanum. Am I here?
Grofona Ubum did no man can also move to Sacra. So I'm sure situation. It's not only about government, only a partners in governance. And the situation is bad now. You name him the AC. And yes, we all know workers need increase in salaries. But for now, dear, you name him the atre. And the Montumobo. Me assure say government. A year be that's what it's in the minister's salaries. So now the air can ojai yo. Now catch up said this is the situation. Mummy and Kakra. I think they would understand. The reason why there's agitation is because of how they see politicians. You know, to tell them, the
lifestyle.
Omina than billionaires. I honestly get doing and I say, now, Bakajim say, me, company.
What they sacrifice?
So, now, be uncle from no, you know, saying, we are for giving up. And the moment economy stabilize answer because, say, a jigua, who better if you, better if you. Me sure they should understand now. See, IMF there. Agitation is no more hold on.
Okay.
Now the country needs stabilize kakra.
Lord of the Pong. What's the
BBNC. No question say said the senior deacon kind of party communicators. There should be special attention to the party and the government communication. No question said the senior can as if he has known everything that is going on. I mean, I've sat on your TV elsewhere for more than 3, 4, 5 years. Juma. Could you believe say Unya will be over for motivated one day say, oh, you are doing well. Auto fuel 700 cedis a week. Other than TV and radio. Every weekend now, some was alcohol. Yea, some of us, the love of the party and the love of the government, we will do it probably without complaint. But what about those who do not have capacity to do that? Me fill me car 700 a week. By the end of the week, nasa. Me the nam TV ni radios are nasa. Namaza afele. So, who is making that deliberate attention to do that, and not only resourcing them to go on radio, but also to build their capacity with which they communicate. Capacity building, training, that is what we need to do. So that somebody comes, he talks on finance, he talks on economics, he talks on medicine, he talks on road, he talks on law. Why? Who are you?
you can be efficient. Tibani sana communication mu ha cause what ho now yeah and there are specialists, there are people in that field that are knowledgeable in that field. Two better na to papa as well. Nobody takes the communication serious. Yeah, who name their worker. Ote wana waka law asem na senior kuzite ho. I mean you are doing concert. That's the point. The resource ne bibia no yenhwe ne enya ho adwuma na onye ba enkoma ye di na no pe no. IMF bailout and government. NPP, the MS said we should not attempt to change the narrative. We should not in any way. Any say yes, your position can be also IMF no any other papa bia. We should still maintain the fact that IMF is not a good thing for anybody, and we still do believe IMF niya papa. The air can say be na SNT and aye necessity. IMF is not a good thing. Mwa or my bia say ye individual, say ye corporate institution, say ye or mine, say wo ka say me photo abo na me obi a me so mi mu a mi wudie mwa or my bia okay. Then global recession for President for time the ma American cars a chance say smaller engines was this bailout because every almost automobile company came to ground zero. Now call for bailout and the conditionalities were that other jurisdictions to mean to moka more have fuel level Timoya 5.7 4.3 3.0 amount for intimento. So do smaller engines so that people can patronage. And out of that, and American cars will be maybe 1.3, 1.5. Then, but those were the conditionalities then. So, and yet, in a area, BBC, amu be a pet and what a free baby.
Yeah.
No, history should guide us. CCAI ohu as or minor. A yes, baby, I near war. Baby, I have mantia bedrew. Any baby I econo should be our guiding principle. And no, we should not change the principle. The principle is always straight. So it doesn't matter where it navigates itself, straight. Say account. Inti IMF no na enye during George Mahama time. Enye today too. And we maintain that. Now the entire ye ka say history and guide yen from baby ane ye wono. Ye musa ye ho say ye ru George Mahama be J akonwa 2012. At the time I went through 2016. Na GDP near grew to say 3.6 from 7 point something. Even we went to 14. At the time I was taking over, we came all the way to 3.6. Now inflation, it was around 15%. So that time, now interest rate was around 36%. Even prime rate was around 25%. 25.5. Yes, and in spite of all that, now you saw that assume for 4 solid years doing so. And the financial sector too had also collapsed by that time. Now we do sika koto bank so bank ni si wona edan sika nim na gu. Sabre na nursing training allowance no atwam. Teacher training allowance no atwam. Ya na e free baako. Free import duty on less than 2.0 cars for teachers, nurses, doctors. Satam no was 2015. He scrapped almost every social intervention. NHIS no go. No go almost. Capitation. That is the point. So you see all these things. Sabre also basically 200 blocks. All free abemunu was only 29 completed. So you look at all these things. Let's say onwa timijina oka say in spite of all this poor performance, sikana or de ema ye de ball man ho bra no omo awe nam na wi aka dompe. It was because of mismanagement and misappropriation of funds and then times Ghana call IMF. That distinction is what we should draw the line. And no na see a church or man from more ase the intia. Yeru adon mama IMF now call it was inexcusable. Sata mo call IMF no. Na o my BBNC mu apart from cholera na self induced or no ankasa ban na ntimi anhwe efi
a year a mass outbreak and now cholera no. Apart from that, there was nothing like pandemic. There was nothing like war. Until you look at this, send a performance or performing from.
So the challenges of that time were challenges that we had control
over. There was no actually there was none. What was the challenge? The challenge was fiscal indiscipline and that of policy credibility. What took John Mahama to IMF? And then I go a fiscal indiscipline. Say misi kan o de ma me hunu di
ye ne bayi
misi kan me to tugu ss na me hunu edi no me ende mu na mu misi kan me to tugu edi fiscal indiscipline me ntimi hwe misi ka so ye na policy credibility ma mo me bre ye nto obi anso mpeso oni mbedidwa enti policy bi a me bi is not credible enti me dem ho be battle na me nya that policy credibility and fiscal discipline. Said the bear meet me out to me near now I'm a miscan so they are and that is where how come we had the most harshest austerity measures. How many people now his excellency John Mahama recruit to during the 4 years period? Tell us. How for any part of the saying now wage bill yes and then at least people who have been recruited from teaching, from nursing, from to what police and what not is counting over 157,000 teaching everywhere. And look at the investment that has been made in the education sector. You can't hear free buses and Quranity. Every school. You can't hear free headmasters or more pickups, brand new or team.
District directors.
That is the district directors of education. You can't hear free star. You can't hear free TVET investment. The huge capital investment. You can the rippling effect of free SHS. You can't hear refi because that time the free SHS inti ubi a quality and no school. So there was huge people into the schools. Now we had to do green, blue, and whatever it was. Now why is double track no more? Look at any pen be but because there has been huge investment in the expansion. People are not looking at this. At the time that globally, obia watching na or might be intimi ma. You have to talk that time there were retrenchment, there were redundancy, in other jurisdictions. Na Ghana ha. Teachers were at home for close to 1 year. Who was not paid? You tell Obiaka. Now, it was the buffer. It was a memo papa. Na abanyebu from 2017 to 2019. Na effect of that memo papa no. Ani enya yetimi abo branye biato ho no. Eno na ye de hwe Ghana fo a ye de bitua nsuka, ye de bitua kaneaka, ye bitua workers yetifieka. And those workers okwa adwuma start kura ye be start akwa adwuma no. Obi kwa adwuma 1 week a now now colleague call 1 week the same space the same work now so in every month you go to work for 2 weeks they were being paid apart from those lockdown periods they were being paid. And look at the number of people that have been recruited into the government fold and look at the wage bill today. Abraba Mama born 2012 to 2016 IMF
no.
The circumstances are not the same today. And then, in spite of the fact that Abayiba from 2017 to 2020 no, Obia na nisika aye locked up. Our financial sector has been paid. That is a huge relief to about 5 million Ghanaian people. Imagine your life savings. That is the point. It is 25 million now. Those people who have been paid. My next door neighbor is a beneficiary of this. Sabi we is Kenipa and it's about 10 times about 700,000. On the name fees and shock. One day he was shouting, like you seem to be exceedingly happy. Was a massa. I have message to come for my money and the money is here. It's now sitting in my accounts. 700. Sika on writing off. About that, you won't be office or writing off. It was there. I know somebody whose money was about 60 million Ghana cedis was locked up and has been paid under this government. You don't have idea what people were going through. And Kawon Trust and Kase
John Mahama will be from 2012 to 2016. Master, you don't know how many people who have died out of that banking crisis. People committed suicide. Now, I'm counting I also see anything.
Ababa ya didn't bashe that you call savings and loans.
270 cities.
270 cities.
And look at the enthusiasm, the strength, the agitation, the aggression of the woman. As if say yatini be kukuno. And it tells you, say, this was the life wire of that woman at the time. Next canal okay. And at that time, no, yani a referee say about 77 and loans company eguyo. Ow, his excellency your mama anya ho, including DKM and the lies. Omu egui and not his watch. Want you be a capre. And this government came to clean up. Now ya be sumu in fear nine. Today, relatively, at least we have a stable electricity supply. And baby na you, but we take things normal. Today, nursing and teacher training allowances have been restored. At times, it delaying the payment. There's some pennies bish will no to be a bang. At least, and that's all such a be means and that is what we are talking about.
Yeah, to the Zim campus at Tickham's hair mope. You were a banner come on.
Just say, the energy you see. Some of us, under the circumstances at the cool school, we are so passionate about these things. In Casabre, and I'm a phrase HS or and I'm an anti-firm for my best school, Madama. I was a bantama. 3 days, never did one. You have no idea what people have gone through. Kawan Tanase now one can the okay canasa and maybe are you so easy? Digitization and digitalization agenda, people take it for granted. Master, Senkwako renew health insurance card da. You know how well this government has performed. Abay, can I answer my bet me renew health insurance? That will be 3 days. My mother is hypertensive. This time no kwa Janet Rubiana the health insurance. Fortunately, I knew the manager of that constituency because I'm the presiding member. My friend is a manager, Mr. Omema Meba. The local manager man protocol, not 3 hours. Not 3 hours. Today you take your phone and you just dial attend star 922. That's all, and you have it renew. Yes. Today unam next insurance so person who's a car now for insurance woman who use just down star 920 hash star 57 hash. You see you just dial the car number. So insurance and no insurance. And people take this for granted. And then what is the difference? The difference is the systemic working of Enema. Said the Enema ye Jumafa. And this and over me at now them now electricity light or abontiana media doom weekends whatever it is. Then you buy your electricity from your phone. It is made possible today because somebody has sat down and thought through of the digitization and digitalization agenda, and you are comparing it to what? MPP for your asemo, ninya kama for. Ya won komo, ninya dima for.
Part ni aban na wasem, ba kama for ne
hwan. I'm telling you, we have a story to tell, and Ghanaians should be candid enough and compare those days. Time when I got that health insurance office for 3 days, 4 days. Ne time and now that one password no me so now on Saka. You can transfer that money from your account to your phone, from your phone to your account. It is made possible because a baby transfer agent. That is our interoperability platform.
Yeah,
a baby na transfer agent. Senior was alluding to that fact. Say, okay, consider any idiot can build a house. When incident. When intimate this car for quiet school quiet who can do it? But to take decision as to what to do to alleviate the plight of my people out of ordinary is where the question comes. You think out of ordinary. Situation now that you are confronted, and the better will say, well, unim de wo ye ana unim de wo ye de na ye pese ye as Ghanaians ye hu so o man no yes na chichire na ye den adwuma ni ho aban ko antimi fa adwuma de na betimi aye what can we do at the private sector? Then we think about you start. Then you think about one district, one factory, one village, one dam, one village, one warehouse. Let's do planting for food and jobs. And when you do that, the buffer will go here and we can store it. We can feed our children with it at the free SHS. So you see the policies will synchronize. Interconnectivity of the policies. Beka krano uwie school na wanya adwuma wa ha uwie na saa niema we nyina ye no it will come and not come overnight o. You know man this for year we say factory am here am go no 2 weeks. No commander sugar factory. The Chroma Yanyaso Commander Sugar Factory, who call radio beer na sugar factory, na fish, na say sugar. We're importing sugar from this, from that. They were giving us statistics and all that. 2 weeks down the lane, 2 so good weeks down the lane, and almost a shot in so more maintenance. No, my God, you say to come na feature mo asani de akọ. And no make cancer mo. 1 only one factory, and this government under one district, one factory, over 100 factories are working under this government. Who is to tell the story? And Ghanaians have closed their eyes as if they have been seen. Na say Ghana for the say ya said the president ko for ye no born home modern bia fe wotewa ne afro se beje lonko ye adwuma. Ghana for na ho you see bibia ebenya Ghana bia na be normal abe ordinary. We don't value it again. Ni edwen say saa na esete ana saa na netie.
Na obi a betumi aye.
Betumi aye. But ye da so mu fie nan a na aban te ho. Sabre na banga egu ene sisi ho abra na aban te ho. Na nkura ewie school a me maame o maame we me na me ye mu binya ni eden anke beda ko school. Anya ni eden a obeda ko school. A young 17-16 years boy walking all the way from here to Bantama every day.
Exercise.
How could you have done that? You see, and it's exercise after now we are now you're out of work, out of necessity. What you say?
I'm all fit.
You see, that is the tenor, and then maybe about what you know said there be. And this is Kaya stamping block against any individual. That is in itself a violation of the right to education, and because. Onim we no what ase ntino wahyehyɛ sa akora bia nko school free, and this government is paying 2 billion per annum, and there is a certain John Mama who says 2 billion for new school
free senior high school
Ghana for 80 years free at the same time says John Mama catch nana. Is that the case? And then MPP is going on IMF because Abina Obu Yeno from 2017 to 2019 it was impeccable, it was without blemishes. I will be a man who's a born home. 2020, through no fault of anybody, there's a crisis. There's a natural disaster of global proportion. I hate to be I didn't know. Obi na mano de no smas ashe na you hunu bi oye memuda. So you should know there's something happening out of ordinary. Ene saa de nti no amadwumayefo nyina ntimi anko adwuma na so aban tu omoka aban aboka bebiri aban ho akere no. Could you believe say 2020 October me shipo vet cars small cars be from Japan me tobi October before I menya a container to ship that consignment no. It was the following year October 2021. Yes, I paid freight of 4,000 cedis. And they jumped from 4,000 to 10,000 cedis. $10,000, sorry. $10,000, 4,000. Yes. And you're gonna my own. Next line does not belong to Ghanaian government. I bought it $4,000. $4,000 as a freight at that time. Minya freight ni bino na $10,000 from Japan to Ghana. So imagine say one am ko fire na one am ko fire. And I say one bag 100 cedis, can I sell it 100 cedis? And this is the rippling effect of that COVID, because the airlines, the shipping lines were operating on half capacity. Into the Romuno and can nipa container ya check mamo na muetia. That time not vetted number one saying. Then na me to be 23,000. Today it's almost 40,000. That is it. Crude oil from 2020 was $73 per barrel, and now it is 133, almost a double. So are you telling me that now talk a fuel 5 cedis per liter? You want to buy it 5 cedis per liter today? And we are in deregulated system, market system. And yeah, I buy no crown. I go far ban. I say I buy a bomb. Individuals go and buy, come and measure the prices against the dollar, against what asan no maton. Enti the cost is here no. The person you catch Ghana for when you na say esre omo munya abotre. Na the eba no enye Ghana nko na ho kyeraba. Ewiase nyina ho kyeraba a covid na eba ye no enye Ghana for na de bae. En enye MPP aban na de bae. Enye obi a na ka kyerɛ Putin so onkonko bro Ukraine for. Ama sese aduane akwa atwe sikasema ye basa ama oil so ama eno so bokwa na ekosoro and we are so security so one thing that we lose sight of all the time is security, management of security, the terror that we are envisaging and all that ni nyina ya ban ye so obo ho ban magana fo nya hoto enti we nyina na aka bom amagana ene ehun akohia se eyese IMF obeba so ya asene na yakuyanim na so anya hwe no between ye and NDC for we will see the negotiations that will come out with na yewia ni a kire say within that 2.5 years no we can still win ourselves back from IMF and continue our
lawyer George Opo Oya presiding member Kwabri East Municipal Assembly is a private legal practitioner as well. Awa
Oheneba. Medase. Mejidi say lawyers no. Yeah. Edikan achirichiri mu.
Yeah.
I believe that me kra no pay me can say me dey to ho say me ba radio na ma be discuss IMF. Na nkrofo say ai say it's a difficult time to be an MPP communicator. I say it's not a difficult time. This is the best time. Ai hia say yemara na yembe chire de yaye. That's very important. Na ya sign a comparison of Ediana ma yeko IMF ne. Ediana ma yeko IMF under Mahama. Oh yeah, the analysis na lawyer atimi aye bebre no. Eno echere se ampa ene ehu hia se wo se yeko. Dienti ama e wo se yeko ne se the bastardization. Oni economics be edin komo before say ye ba be ye interview.
Dr. George.
Yes, he explained it succinctly. Say ade no that time no ye ko IMF no na circumstance be na wo ho ene na circumstance be na wo ho ma hu videos ebri e see Dr. Baumia say unhu umaibo na umaye na ukọ IMF, but even today se circumstance na eye former president Mahama woman no ena ye su ye wo mo aye ko IMF I doubt say anka friend say doctor and I say a lawyer omo independent lawyer George de no MPP ni omo independent ebeba be ka bibi at even him there is no way so ebeba be ka say aban na ya de say IMF. Look at the circumstance then. Time no na ya started to oil just within 2 years and I said 3 years and I started to oil in commercial quantities scaneba. Na growth rate na 14%. Na inflation echo the longest na ye single digit. Woji amamono in 2013. Eno na ma your friend incompetent one. The entire my friend incompetent one, he just earned that accolade because in 2012 woji abanu free even Nelson. Now all the economic fundamentals were right. Woji between 2013 no 2014 na obeka chire Ghana for say omo winam na manaka dompe. These are his words. Obetu ndam woji tumu say ampanels kura jana man but wo winam na manaka dompe. It will be a mebwan. Say eh unhu amamuo ne ye it will say nkrofo nkobua no and of course echi it work on and Dr. Baumia can say the you're not being disciplined. She bus just deficit ewo ho she sika wanya it is say uye I just say kokoje policy credibility and I say bail out na ye kire we kwan a obetimi afa so atimi abu mine because untimi nye so me nko and of course nche ko invite akua don komo say omomo ano it will mobile no say that I just say woko IMF no because one kwa ye because who this can be wow we see where we namana manaka dompe this is west when you be na kai former president Mahama na kai say ya we namana manaka dompe it ampa that time no walk on e was so be a criticizer when you say dum so esa a report University of Ghana from here report said we lost 2.3 billion and the businesses lose here because of doom so between 2013 and 2016 2.3 billion dollars and a friends businesses lose here because of doom so you can even that time said doom so a incompetence because share the generation capacity at President Kufokura Jaye you can say any generation but your friends saying financial crude na intiminto because even today your peak demand around 3,000 your coverage around 86% electricity coverage in this country but your crude your friends say generation peak demand around 3,000 megawatts kufo connect 2,800 megawatts no jai na plans ni bi kura ewo into that time na ye ko dum som no na peak demand around 2,000 megawatts ai hia country hanyina it is a want to be anto crude o ka say ye ko bobol a mutimi koto crude e ma yetimi hwe ball no for 1 month ye di bronya o mutimi koto e ma ye dey for 1 month enti me tese obi ka kire me say 2016 na dum so ni ho even 2015 December ye to crude e ma ye fire e ma di bronya. It is a 2016 year di bronya wie na yes akodum so to the extent that in April okay say for sample of Kotna Peace FM in April 2017 e ka san ke Jamahama anko sobudum so in April 2017
I remember
ya buy na e ka da ho around 2.4 billion e claim ni na free health insurance how many times and what lawyer can even with the capitation na yetimi the announcement bremo say Munko Tech Hospital a Hong Kong Energy health insurance. You buy here for the past 6 years. You pamu bia. Say ya pamu will be say health insurance in yejuman to cotnefi. Ya cha you know capitation or how. Naso health providers ni enkan say ubi anko yenje because aban entuaka. Enka say atuya ni nyina. But time bia no ekokem. But I buy enough for 2 years na entu abuka. So these were the circumstances then. You buy here borders with a year between 2017 and 2019 na on mine ejina brane to the extent that a free GDP growth of 3% average equals 7% between 2017 and 2019 equal 2020 GDP growth between 3% now what na a worse 3.6% na a worse since Rollins because Rollins ekrano kofoko no Rollins econo which are around 3.7%. Oh, yeah, democracy in Yanano, but you move but oh, yeah, what they about 3.5 worse in over 24 years. But it's me a year, you move echo 7%. Within that time, no, you restore sa allowances, no,
yeah,
you start free senior high school, yeah, BBA national policy rate between 25.5% about 13.5%. Lending na edema banks na ema omo lending microphone it average lending rate banks be it's a car bank na omo 16%.
Yeah
the highest in this country as at even last year even with with COVID 24%. In Nekrano the highest is around 25% because policy rate is 17.5% ene would you have COVID no 17.5 and no na ye the Bank of Ghana edema commercial banks na commercial banks for no. So uhweni nyina ye abolishes taxes mako 17. Ye buy between 2017 and today ye increase taxes more than 3%. Ye introduce more than three different taxes. COVID they two oil no sono, fuel no sono. And we 10 pesos. Taxes are fuel ni nyina sono. Mahama na de be 4 e ka ho. Dia ka na ho dada and or the 4 ebeka ho ye de ba ko pena ka ho 10 pesos it be tese obi ka tram say o ye ntete fuel so say taxes no do so no o ka taxes ni yabo 270 pesos taxes ni nyina e wo e yes 1 liter na e 10 10 cedis no 2 cedis 70 pesos into what free so what ni nyina free so kra na beton be 8 cedis because world market no okay say dankana mo a emo be kan say ebeduru ba bi ni ye nya fuel kra nton no Ghana because unya kra nto say no because of Ukraine Russia no unya eno entokra wa manone but e na aban aye aban ema omo forex say ene dollar ene na maybe a 7 cedis no yete so eto forex the ma omo. This is something government started just about 3 months ago. Akan yesa akan ene fuel yentimi nto. So all these I'm passing I can say we move from taxation to production. We lived up to that. Because the ene say yet taxes maku 17 free ho. Ye no you introduce e-levy. And your friends say sanitation boiler tax now omo friend no I wo fuel no. Enu nko na ya yo. Enu kire say ampa you go so 35 border borders na land borders na you nyina you close soon for 3 years. Na say na bie bebo sika e free ho nyina aba no na e ma but we still soldering on. You call lockdown na plane ko ba bia na ship enko ba bia na so ye didi ya for 3 months no ebro aduane ankwa wo Ghana ha because you're planting for food and job. In 2018 yankra even 1 bag of rice in this of maize in this country for the first time in over 30 years. Yeah warehouses oko kumawa mienu ho oko edra yesibi ho warehouse a de aduane ne beba begum but ye koya na ye ntimi nkra aduane kra ma oman but we were able to your friends say feed ourselves. It is ene ye ko IMF as a result of the bastardization by the NDC. You do way by e-levy by you say benya 6.7 billion 6.7 billion almost 30 ka wasam sami ko TV3 na mene Clementa Park ekoye program yete hono wo se o e-levy no se ono send ya e bete no wo send ma bro na wo kura se no so e bete no you see you're deliberately spewing falsehood. It's a man for granting Johnny free. And yes, we no crowd mobile money no. Transaction in form. Because we say, oh, men send them, me koto bibi. Me say me send this car. Say the men send it. 11 better me. Me say 11 better at all. Me and me send no. And me. But we more kaya to the extent that you call parliament. Etche wama. Ghana for nyina no. Who say MPP ni no ka say 11 dem waye. To the extent that we more share sa momo merchants no kutupa. Omu ye press conference at the start implementation omu ba professional semumra because wo koye sa ye friend say mumu vendor na e free and ka but omu ma omu share omu kutuba omu ye dede sa anti ama volumes ne kofom 2 months yentimi nya de kan say e benya kura so yentimi nya ya yenso ye say Ghana ha ohwe nipa omu tua tax a ya ati ha dem so obi atua direct tax ye 2.3 million 2.3 average in Africa. You see, me tell you say Togo any your friends Burkina omo de COVID am beto o ma na say nkokwa na nyande ntina omo nko bail out na keka. Onu taxes am tua ho. Omo kuta kadenti. Iti eni mobia. Iti eno ntina ye 10 no. Ye de Ghana card aba no. Ye 10 na ye hu say obi wo say obi tua tax na keka ho. Ghana ha nipa 2.3 million penalty tax, which is around 13%. Direct tax obi be ka say indirect some microphone tua me so me tua bi o tua bi ye tua o ka ye direct no eko ye direct 2.3 million out of 30 million 2.3 it is say obia e de na ahye ne manifesto say e be expanded tax net no e-levy by akaya de pa e be expanded tax net no ama at least yama microphone bibre etimi akohwem wo say da bi on pene we did it to the extent that we call a demonstration. What's a cast now? It will be back on police cast. No, what's say be? What's say be way? No, what's a proper police form? Akumaku 12 in Sida in the history of this country. Say a demonstration. No police for not Makumaku 12 Akoda hospital. Who call demonstration cycle? Shall send a cycle to Okafa boy. Who call demonstration? What's a say bo? Eddie a good kamu. So call Akusisi or Mubo. What's a sub walk? What's a ties? Egu kamu. kwan na wo say Mahama ye no wakohye no say kwan no say wo pese oye eno e kire wo say enye an option Ghana for be hu say between MPP and NDC no there is vast difference because enei omuntimi nkire de obetima aye up to now they cannot tell people what they will be able to do differently. It is a obi kase we communicator Michelle obi no kase IMF mu kwe de bi enye bibia ye kra start say IMF first na stringent measures wo ho conditionalities bebre wo ho ye start IMF no because ene obi a we aban pani bia no ni fuel ya cut by 50%, akatua ya cut by 20%. We expenditure of ministries, departments and agencies ni nyina ya cut by 20%. These are the things I require me from because on be into ye credit your homegrown no hodada. A cut on a social spending a bit may affect ye kakra but not free senior high school because they are koi and Kwalana umuwie free senior high school only 3 months ago. Even with all these challenges Dr. Bawumia Kwalanchi bibia your friend no guarantor haya no belanchi se akwala no free aboabo ni ma me ewu na otimi akọ Islamic secondary school ewie enya 7 now apply KNUST obetimi enya akọ KNUST for 4 years ye be man stipend aka ho ye betua ni school fees man stipend aka ho wonya guarantor bia ene kura go the covid ni ahokire yimo ye se akwala no sa free senior high school graduates no otimi ko apply school ni ya fani wia okọ na okọ apply for a student loan na UK obi akọ school bia UK be catch us that is what prevails there okọ obeya wia be 50,000 pounds na watua into obekọ ni nyina din sa wie into wie university na ye fa we adwuma na wotua na kakran you start aba because yeah entrepreneurial nation yeah ti ha obi ni ho ntimi nkasa na ne ma me ton bibi anase oto bibi ana ne papa ton bibi anase on ton bibi iti hu se obi wi university ni papa 70,000 80,000 eba 80,000 aba ntimi for mu nyina na lawyer kreka se yidi afọ mo public sector nko 150 ebi ebrusa ohwe we your friends ya buy na 600,000 public sector ni nyina no ene omu ya 900,000 so be 300,000 and the account we ye adwuma on betena mu afebo. Look at Consolidated Bank. You see a good bank, when a good bank. Ya can nipa 4.5 million and omusika sha baby. And ya can boom and the be 20 billion abishim. I the second biggest bank in Ghana. The oye adwuma Consolidated Bank no obey adwuma pension. Aya buy dia.
Yeah.
Just you crown 100% Ghanaian. But wait, this is see 100% Ghana for dia mienu sa bank dia and nipa no so anhwere kapreba nipa ewu because of DK o techi mai nipa ewu but ye kan nyina bom fully consolidated bank and e kura na start a development bank just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
president ayese ne be ya se o pese uye bibia o pese uye development bia utimi ko ho e betimi abo. So we are on the track. And you know, Ghana for being the difference between Tama Mahama ko IMF. Any ya ye ko IMF because ye did say amai man nyina e the giants like Egypt in Africa. Omo train omo sere IMF so omunye. Yankasa yanko IMF. Yankasa ye twem. Anka ye twem anka ye ntua subscription.
Yeah.
E ye mutual fund. Wo mo ana wo ko ahochire mo ana wo akogibi. Eti we no ye ka ho. Yankasa ye twem. Ye say yanko ho esanse de ye nenam no ye ji se betimi amanage but adru ba bia esanse e sika da ho ye kogibi se na be ya betimi aye ese nya de boni bi
Awal Mohammed no abazo ya national Nasara coordinator na the next 4 years the national wing of the MPP no obedi animu atutu ne mama mo Dr. Samson Anoma mamentio
yo we say me hwe time na say yakwa nim papa Mahama hwemu a o problem pa they say MPP for gise MPP especially Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and other MPP mahuru no we bitter the opekwa bi so justify
equalization
yes enti uhwemu a from 20 up to 2018 a free IMF 2019 no did some report we buy say as a Ghana your debt na kosro ne ade na de how no start say e mo ko IMF mo ko IMF and COVID bebo mu na as a kwachi kakra free 2021 almost start here mo ko IMF and yakodu point B and say e be ko IMF mo na mo kra na mo advocate you afedi almost up asa mo hwe die nti na almost sere yeti almost sere nyina say mo say incompetent enti na ko IMF you say mo ko mo incompetent enti mo classmate enti nya bibia nti na this for the day no na mum no equalization say incompetent the mama is so bitter to prove himself say me there metimi aye aban because me mistakes am here na anu am ubo machi no nya no na omo ye but heneba utumirika na usunti na hwiase ha wahwiase o na so obi sumu na hwiase ha so wahwiase na so difference wom the ma hwiase no difference wom pa obi abetuma justify say we there na utumirika na usunti na hwiase but we there ojafa kon ena esum no hwiase circumstances are different and your mama nema oye no me dem person kire say bitterness and need to justify said the oye no na ye because Ghana for blasting no pa especially MPP for they say mo komu bidia ene ye boni had no person mo prove check Ghana for because 2024 be ya o campaign message anything no na lawyers ka say why ne beka asemaye me de bia me ka say ministers na nkasa mo de da ministers na no mo so hia say mo kasa ase hono ye quiet do
chief executives
you
got there man ye bia no mo ho e pass through a ministry agencies na institutions
records wo na wo ti e begira asem no ba na ya de adwena fa ho na ya ka bi but facts na nkasa no mo ma ye nyan eti e wo say almost start na on back down omni communicators no kasa kra share omo ye program omni communicators ni share no mo facts and figures mo records no mo di nkomo anya sa said the na lawyer ka no o hwe ba ko gira ho na dwen say ye de adwen say ye de kama abanti asem no enye kra na
no ka bi
na waka asem na asem na obia edi natem enti emra so say ministers no painful pa no omo sifam na omne enyina kabum edi ne Ghana for din komo na me mpese me to aso because be fu akasa be bre mini awa me na interactive be ba me ni share Facebook there Facebook there ya interactive be so from NDC he has done a lot of work oban people no go say no but what show say consistency when you hard worker and where you discussion of radio so to be say yes nyansa ene nipa ndey kasa ti madwem say position na ko say Nasara no position na ko no a perfect person to occupy that position afi mesan makai me bra panyi John Boadu Crawford kaza famunye sara na untumi ko na famunye but John Boadu is strong our grounds anything ye catch them for say more dinner more John Boadu because no of on the institutional memory of MPP one chief executive one party secretary and the bibia records everything on the kutano eti yo jago record bo ha wo fakra na wo kan won tiase yi se obi abechechuma ama wo say we na ekire eti ono wo ho a na other new people no ba obetima guide wo mo ama mo so atimi akoma enti John Boadu de enye obi a eyi ni si nchen nye go for obi fro besi enemu eti epemfo ebre na omo eyi omuti but especially John Boadu de me gidi say we one person was a man kwan ema o start transfer beam eti me nche mre ebe no ma fa mo already your other things
you know sorry na William
Kusi fact my candidates in my share now the issue of John Boadu me I need only one question answered then I will declare my support the person me who free ni ho the entire to about 2 am no to me nullify no. That is the only problem.
The only problem you have with him.
For the
say you talk about be a police station election 2 a.m. Now unnullifying.
Yes, and no me that is become a TNO. In fact, or Kasao station being a BC and say best support presidential candidates. He gave a very intelligent
answer,
and he got my support. Question back up and tia mumisa no. Oyimanuya.
Now what yes mama no. The last stroke. I want to say about to be campaign na be we no kra.
Na Wontumi de yetunu ekopre power. Whether to na.
Eh but the grofo no fi so mawie.
Omo eto aba no. Anya omo na ekasa no. Omo ekasa no de omo ntu bi o. Nti say ye kobobo kotoko na ask kobobo. Na say house for be ka kire kotoko for say keep away na mfa na go. You should know there's a problem.
Exactly.
Nti enye ntena ho no ma wo si ru anu bi aka kire say yini film. E ko fa so message be bo. Da bi enye ne sa.
Okay. Let me dance. Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Timinu awe said the edika kana ja busuafo said the yesre said the dae kano na mpanizo de boho na se amu a ebia ne ho ba bia pone enti na de bia ba ye kan den no cause ye pakukuduro ni nkanyan ya ebetimi de asa ya adwuma de ye no 2016 na ye no 2020 ni biem cause 2016 we were leading which is 72,000 2020 we led with 86,000. We want to lead with 100,000 in 2024. And yeah, ya no ni betim dey lead. Show working. E dey na ye dem amon mo dey. Some of us I led the campaign through every church in the constituency. Ye ko ba bi ho a so fo ntimi hwe ye ni say anya so ye presiding member me fero anka e man kasa wa. Hwe kwan ya onam so ba ha be campaign. And ye be den ya say nya kokodura sa akosa asore wa. How are we going there? Yeah, can you know? Maybe at times I become emotional about these things. But how? Why do you have granted nothing here as a leadership? That is true. Leadership is everything. But granted, we don't even have leadership at the constituency level. Don't we have leadership at the national? Government doesn't know constituencies, about 10 constituencies that can give him about 100,000 votes. Data. Say, I have this 100 constituencies out of the 275. If I get X amount from this 100 constituency, I'm good to go. And I'm going to struggle with these constituencies. And among the leading 100 constituencies, we have this 10. We'll be able to make 100,000, which is 1 million votes for 10 constituencies. Don't we have that research team at the national headquarters? I will be to me who say, yeah, they will get granted. You need MC, you need MP, you need UBR. Almost who say, Kwabri East, 86,000 is much more needed. So let's do something for them. That's all we are asking. And about the communication too. Also, you need National Communication Bureau. With that platform, no, the ministers, the chief executive, the what, they must all be hooked onto that platform. National Communication Bureau. Matters never ban. The facts will be presented to the bureau. And opana no more miaso. It transcends to every region, every constituency. When I go to the communication bureau platform, I know what has happened, sector by sector. So when you are talking, you talk with facts. Yes, a conjecture, normativism. You talk with empirical evidence, and that is the way to go in the modern communication. Yes, all the show me the facts as it exists in those ministries. I better than who the AC or bust. No matter who the AC or GMPC, no matter who the AC or Ministry of Education. Even within Ministry of Education, we have TVET, we have what. How would you know? And we have people who can do it. So there should be deliberate effort under National Communication Bureau. When you are there, then at least 16 regions. You hook all of them onto the platform. Then a trigger now the banner say Kwakwa Nsaka or region or also shooting out to the communicators across the region. Is this difficult to do? Now we'll be able to transfer a communicator. As someone who can need training who do a person watching it becomes annoying at times listening to certain people. And this is the conscious effort we should do as national communication. Me say anema na ntimi nkoso nti ama omo vie for national leadership ni say anema no. I don't subscribe to them. I mean me who said they omo ye no person me say. We need discipline at the national level. We need strategic thinkers at the national level. This is two things that we need going into 2024. Ihia penia obetimi atiam kura say jai de oye no na nku akura ni be jai. We need that strong force. I would have wished I could to win this election. Trust me,
as a national
I've seen that character in him. I wish he wins this election. I see that character. The Darocha, the McMenu, the type, those lies, they can whip everybody online to the party discipline. Party discipline at this time. Obia de opebia. Obia can do opebia.
Great.
That discipline must be there.
And not dear first thing. Yes, sir.
On the National Communication Bureau, there exists. There is a National Communication Bureau. I am a member of the National Communications team. Every Wednesday, in Accra. Sometimes we even hook the regional with friends saying communications directors. Ibitimiba, ibinsu through Zoom. Omoba. But mostly said omoba yes institutions ba every week we say institution be ba na oma bechere. I share in the omomi enu nyina e kan say let's have capacity building. That's what I believe we need now. Because stories that occur, they exist. But they exist every morning. But unfortunately, they don't read beyond the what points they've been giving about. You remember our points because no one will just deliberate or be in
and it cannot be possible.
Exactly. So, but you see, a lot of them don't read beyond it. Do we say why scripted? It was share oni obia. And it's not lawyer can say annoying because okotina oba rattle no they are too. It question every muba say be share experience journalists like or anybody will be sad question back kwa na initials I believe that especially in Ashanti region young man level headed and communications throughout I'm not saying say he has done his part for 8 years and I say or more. He's done well on friend no fan ahano de here ekese pa me say me share me catch meeting is very important. Let's have a meeting yeba enti yeba tambia no ye no mu nyina betina say na share notes and no betimi aboa so mu ye constant meeting it helps in sharing notes but me gidi say capacity building no very important especially going into a and until na say nyame boa na ye yamadom na me national councillor. That is one thing that will push because as a communications person you be create even a Zongo communications team separate projects ayo Zongo nyina no ebenya nkrofo atembia no mbetena fidie so na omo rattle na omo ka say yaye we ebetimi abo enti da say
thank you very much lawyer Medasiano pay lawyer William Kwesi a senior lawyer Dominion Chambers adum opeso ko no na hu na de frame me amedo beko lawyer George Paul Dr. Samson and my head of accountancy department Kumasi Technical University and my brother Awa Muhammad and a buyer enumu edin komanum ya besoro so answer besoro ma memfa nko classic ointment aso na kokko heba shop bia eye kwanaka ba Misty Fredmensa make and G ohena na heba and Felicia Bako and Sons unya classic ointment na pimples foot rot ringworm dandruff candida boils pals ni na no ebeyi e de frɛ 0500799433 na ejewodie city about company at the city capsules the city ointment number city capsules no immune booster beba cho ebeboa ama onipadua na anya hode mapa anase apomdi ni be hyehyɛ yie na wonya ointment na wo de asrasra waist pains body pains joint pains no knee pain no ebeyi nyina e de free yanko Tony K Emin ne Garson Pharmacy ewo Eastern Regional Waterkwade AA Mensa beba cho Kumasem ayapedanga ba Misty BT Royal Fred Blazer require Mama G. Then you give them a call via 0505-767-425 and talk about a Spanish 3 powers combined Abba a Spanish Jinko capsules of a Spanish garlic mixture. Unya bina buba a betinya boa na unso Nyar one kitinkiti atache wono onye to nkwanta mapa number is 0266 114111 0266 114111 eno eye Antek Heba mepato Sky Water makachom say is the premium natural mineral water eno ana wode ye eno na wode topno eno na wode wade dwumadie bia wode wo nsuo ade aso manfo no men say Sky Water home. It is the natural, the premium natural mineral water. On person no din komo ukotu bi tonwa aye 0501 44 7107 0501 44 7107 eno ede no Elta Tigo Tugu me so reloaded. Elta Tigo say, men can't just say you can't imagine over 1 million Ghana cities. And over Togo amount for so Kroman baby. Na Elta Tugu me so reloaded promo. It is back. If in the year copy September 2023, and I Osadi said you made in Abba just dial star 500 hash. Yes, you heard me right. Just dial star 500 hash. Check your weekly Airtel Tigo money and your calls, data target. Then you enter the promo. Over sending money. What is the kind of sending call for?